All right, players. Here we go, and everybody, welcome to the 73rd World 14.1 tournament. This is the second day of the round robin play. Matches start now at 11:30 and run with our last round of the evening at 9 p.m. tonight. Right now, I'd like to direct your attention to the floor tables. And on table 22, we have Johnny Fulcher and Bob Cozzolino. Table 14, Mika Eminen and Kevin Clark. Table 15, Ralph Eckert and Vincent Rocafort. Table 27, Max Eberly and Eric Hinks. Table 23, Thomas Walters and Michael Yednak. And table 13, Jason Shaw and Dennis Hatch. And once again, welcome to the 73rd World 14.1 tournament, sponsored by All Housing Tables and proudly co-sponsored by Dr. Michael Vidak. Our other co-sponsors are Championship Golf Tour Edition 3030, Fury Cubes, Aramith Balls, Master Chalk, Pool and Billiards Magazine, the National Amateur Pool League, NAPL, and Dragon Promotions. And sponsored and hosted here at Steinway Cafe and Billiards in New York City. Our patron sponsors are Stuart Matana and Tom Gleich. And our co-contributors are Dr. James Heller and Charles Eames. Right now, I'd like to direct your attention to our streaming table, which can be viewed at InsidePool.tv. And our two opponents for this match. First, he's ranked 5th in China and recently came in 2nd in the Ultimate 10 Ball. Can we put our hands together for W.Can? And local
Good morning,
favorite,
everybody, and welcome back.
New Jersey State Champion in 14.1, the Pennsylvania State Champion in 14.1.
To the Inside Pool
by Sean Hughes
of the 2013 World
Mr. D.Barouty.
Comes to you live.
Gentlemen, you may lag for break. Good luck, gentlemen.
John Lehman just making the announcements of Can Wang, or Wang Can, depends on how you guys want to use it. He does switch his name around. And D.Barouty. I'm Upstate Al, sitting in the booth alongside Double Dave, and we'll be calling this match to you.
Hello, everybody. Very excited. I thank you and honored for being here. I had this match as a very, very close match. D.Barouty is a living legend in our area in straight pool. And, of course, the other fellow is a world competitor. I'm going to call it very close, and I'm going to go out on a limb, and I'm going to pick D.Barouty only because of his living legend status in straight pool only. So let's see what happens. We look forward to an exciting match. Thank you so much. Devil Dave Escalise.
Okay, so we're looking at the first match, and I just want to bring you up to schedule of how the matches are going to be streamed today. They are subject to change. But right now, we have the first match of D.Barouty and W.Can. The second match is going to be S.Cohen and Corey Deuel. Moving along right on schedule is going to be Mika and O'Callahan. And then we will have Thorsten Holman and Warren Kiemko. And it looks like they also have here Ralph Eckert and Shane Van Boning. And then they have another Robles and Kiemko match after that. This is Thorsten. Okay, Thorsten's before that. And then Warren Kiemko and Tony Robles. That's the one that subject changed because Tony's been on the stream a couple of times. So let's keep that in mind. And then the final one would be Francisco Bustamante versus Sean Wilkie. Would be the 9 o'clock schedule. We'll post them on forums and on the live stream news. I guess all over Facebook, just to keep you up to date with the timing schedule. Besides that, let's get down to the match.
And Al, what a wonderful, classy, elegant pool room this is.
Exquisite. Manny, the owner here at Steinway's, did a great job. Charlie Williams coming in and decorating the place. really at the outside of the pool room. There's banners hanging all over. There's flags and banners. Looks like W.Can come in to touch the ball and tell him that it's loose. It's okay.
And how about this food here? Delicious, Al, isn't it?
Yeah, the service is great. If you're in the area and you want to come by and view this tournament live, really highly suggested. I mean, these are players from all around the world, top notch at the top of their game. It's early in the morning, and you can see the crowds shuffling in. You got Megan Fort there at the door as we watch the break.
Now, with your many years of experience, Al, how would you rate this break for the people at home, please?
I don't like it because of the way that 14, it looks like, leaked out, leaving Danny a straight-in shot. You know, he can elect. I don't think the 7 goes by that 2 ball. That's what he's looking at now. He's looking for something that's wired. He can elect to slow roll this. Thus far, if he doesn't make the ball, maybe leave a cue ball down at the short rail. But he's got to watch where that 14 or that 10 ball is going to lie.
All right,
If
good
he rattles
call.
the pocket, he could sell out.
Right, good call, Al, good call.
Or do you like playing the ball on the right of the stack with a slow roll?
Depending on how, I guess, Danny feels.
You know, he's off the rail. If he was
Right.
on the rail, it'd make it, you know,
Right.
more difficult. But I think Danny's going to shoot at this. Not with any kind of high speed.
Okay, good call. I think you're right, Al. And this shot, ladies and gentlemen at home, is such a personal preference. If you're feeling good and you want to go for it, you just go for it like that.
Wow, he
hit
the pack to what confidence.
Great shot.
You know, the first time I saw Danny Barouty shoot a long time ago was at the Golden Q here in Queens. I didn't know Danny at the time, many moons ago. I'm not going to give my age out. The moon was only half the size of it.
I love that. Thank you.
And this gentleman here, Danny Barouty, at that time we didn't call him the hat. He only had a glove. We used to call him the glove. He was the house pro in the Golden Q, and he walked around the table like lightning. Like he didn't even look for a patent of what he's going to do, and he was practicing with Letty Bavada. You know Letty.
Another great local player,
and I
yes.
took a look, and I said to myself, this guy really, I don't think he knows the game. And rack after rack, Danny just ran out. So he knows the game real well.
Yes, he's a true living legend, as Al says, and I look for him to do very, very well here because he lives, eats, and breathes straight pool. This is his game, his turf. His comfortability factor on a scale of 1 to 10 is a 10, and that is such a major factor in this event. And there's Eddie Luck just walked in. What a great player he is.
I'd like to say hi to Mr. Marty Herman, Cosmo in the chat.
Oh, Marty Herman. Oh, how are you from Devil David? Dear old good friend of mine and a great player in his day. Hello, Marty from Devil Dave. Hello, Marty. How are you? So nice to see you on. And so nice to see that you're still with us after these many, many years of dear friendship. I know you. Good to hear from you. God bless.
All right, Danny, he's going to probably go into the stack after pocketing he might elect to go for the 11 here because he has the 9 ball as an insurance ball just so he doesn't get caught up in the stack, but I don't think he'll get caught up anyway. See, there it is. He broke him up. Now he might have the combination, but if that combination didn't go, he still had that 9 ball as an insurance ball.
Good call. Good call. And there's so much to know about this straight pool. That's why listening to Al about safety balls are used as safety. That's important. There's a lot involved in straight pool. Al, what ball do you think he might use for the break?
I think he's going to use the 15 ball right there where
I see.
Bernard
Okay.
Q has his break ball.
Alrighty.
What is he going to use as a key ball to get position on the 15 ball?
Right.
I think he's going to use the 1 probably from here. I mean, the way it looks.
Okay.
Mr. Ron Park from down south in the chat.
Oh,
Morning
God.
for you, sir.
Yes, he's an old friend of mine. What a great player he is. Hello, Ron from Devil Dave. Nice to see you on the chat, Ron. How are you, pal?
Okay, now all Danny has to do is practically get almost straight on the 1 in the side pocket. And he can elect even to stop it there, but it's going to be maybe a little bit of a stretch from him. Let's see what Danny does. Or he can roll up just an inch or 2. Might elect to go to the rail and back out.
Good call, Al. Beautiful. There you go.
Thus far, bringing the cue ball up table.
Right, right.
So he doesn't have to stretch that far. Great
Right.
shot.
Do you know the extent of straight pool? Is there any particular way that you hit this, Al? I mean, you know, I'm not quite as knowledgeable as you. Do you hit it hard? Do you spin it? Do you?
You know, Steve
Right.
Kurtz and Paul and a couple of the other guys that get involved in a lot of the straight pool, they like the patent Torsten Holman break where you draw off the object ball that you're hitting the break to stack, thus far bringing the cue ball, drawing it up to the top rail, and then coming back out to the center of the rail.
Wow.
So you don't trap up.
Wow,
Let's see what
okay.
Danny does.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, we'll find out.
We've
It's
seen
good
that break
Yeah,
constantly.
yeah. I'm so glad you pointed that out because now I'm very interested to see what he'll do.
Right.
You know, like I said, it's hard to know. Is he going to slam them, spin in, stay there? Here we go.
Well, he just elected to draw, but he didn't draw up table and back down
Right.
like Dawson does, back out to
Right.
the middle. But nevertheless, this works.
Oh, it looks wonderful from here.
Opened up like a sunflower.
Oh yeah,
we've got some more
beautiful.
work.
Great analogy there.
I got that from Martha Stewart. Good friend.
Oh, and for those of you at home, just got a question. How many ball run is he on? We'll get back to you on that. Al will be a little better.
He's going to run a 14 so far.
Thank you. There we go. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Plus this rack.
Right.
Whatever you got out of the rack so far.
And someone came up to me much earlier and said, is Danny capable of running 100 and out on this set? And I said, absolutely. 100%.
And he's shooting out of Amsterdam Billiards. It's sponsored, I believe, by Amsterdam Billiards.
Ladies
As
and
you
gentlemen.
see the hatch man at the bottom of your screen. He's playing a match also right now.
Mm-hmm. What a wonderful, wonderful, elegant pool room this is. It's so nice just to be in a high-class establishment like this. And with some of the best food in the New York area is so exciting.
Hey, I'll give you a little update just on a little side bet that was going on here the other night.
Go ahead.
I don't know if any of you guys out there in the chat know a gentleman by the name of $1 Million Baby. George Sansucci, the late George Sansucci gave him that name. Yeah, he's just he likes to bet cheap and he likes to get involved with pro players and try to get them at the tough games. And he had made a small wager with Shane Van Bonen the other night that Shane couldn't pocket the 13 balls in the same pocket after Shane breaks the balls and gets ball in hand. 13 balls out of a rack. And Shane did it 5 times in a row.
Oh my God.
So the guy made it harder. He tried to lock him up hard. He says, now you got to run the whole rack in the same pocket. Shane tried it. Shane tried it, and he couldn't do it twice.
Right.
And Shane said, that's enough. He said, You know, the guy, it's just a friendly type of thing. It's a friendly wage. It's nothing big. But Shane did it 5 times in a row. Ran 13 balls, break ball in hand in the same pocket.
Oh my God, that's incredible.
Is that something?
That tells you about his cue ball control, Al. Where that's at. Holy cow. You don't want to get involved in one pocket with that young man.
Danny going along this work, it's a pleasure sometimes just to sit back and watch the way these
Yes.
plays, you know,
Yes.
dissect the table. He's got to get into that stack there, and I'm not sure what ball he's going to use. Wow.
Oh.
Right into the side pocket. Never mind what he's going to use.
Oh my God,
He's
Al.
his seat now.
Boy, that is so uncharacteristic of Danny, and I guess a little lapse in concentration. Al, I don't know. Take it away, Al. You want to elaborate?
Well, you're going to see the score marked up in the top left-hand corner. That's the player scoreboard.
Yes.
Wang goes right into the pack with that shot. He had no option, really. And now he can actually elect to play the 9 and just nudge the 1 to manufacture a break shot.
Good call, Al. Good call.
If he has it. Yeah, I don't know how he's going to play it. Or he's thinking about it.
Yes.
But I think he's going to wind up hitting the 1 too hard and maybe not having a break shot. Maybe that's what he's thinking about.
Alrighty.
How many opportunities are you going to have out of these 6 balls that are left to manufacture a break shot? Is that 10 ball out of the rack?
Boy, that's awful close. I'd love to know that because maybe that might be considered as a break. I don't know. It's awful close, Al. We can't tell from here. Great question.
Missed it.
Oh my. Oh my, I'm so shocked at that. Look how it's there. I'm sure Danny's feeling like he was just reborn again after that. Holy cow.
I think Danny has to update his side of the scoreboard.
Yes.
And he's just verifying it between the 2 players. The score is now this after every inning.
Right. Oh, what a new...
Doesn't he have more than 14?
Oh, yes, he does. We'll have to get that straightened out in a little while.
They'll set the score
Yeah.
after the rack. After every inning, I think they verify with each other.
That miss must have been such a shock to Danny to see that happen.
Oh, sure. What a great player he is.
Yeah.
W.Can. I'm in the habit of calling him Wang. Now he changed his name on Facebook to Can Wang.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
And by the way, Al, do you know if he happens to be one of the 10 ball?
Oh, he's a great player.
Oh, is he? Okay. Oh, look at this. Holy cow.
I think the first tournament that he played in when he came to the States was down in Marietta, Georgia, at Johnny Archer's room. I think he actually participated in that tournament. Or one prior to that. I forget. But he did play down at Johnny's.
Mm-hmm. Well, again, we have multiple opportunities here early, Al.
Well, the 10 ball is now in a position, where we can see it's at the rack.
Right.
Now that's perfect.
Right. So, do you play the 13, the 1? I don't know, we'll see. I guess it's how your confidence level is at this point. And by the way, what an exciting...
I kind of like the 13, but you got to watch your speed. You don't want to have too much of a severe angle on the ones that you can't get back for your break shot?
Good point. Yes.
Does he just draw back across the table, not touching the 10, and play the 13 up in the corner? Thus
Right.
getting a good angle on his break shot.
Yes.
Totally up to his comfort zone.
Yeah. Oh, Al.
He's taking the break ball.
Okay.
Well, I guess he's going to use the 1.
I imagine, yes. Okay. Now he's got to play this, I guess, all the way up in the corner and come back over. He's too straight to do anything for that side, I believe. I'd call that a very gutsy shot, and now he needs to make another one. Straight pool is a constant game of adjustments. Try to get a game plan, but if it doesn't work out, you just go to plan B.
He's got to get the cue ball on the other side of the table with the right speed.
Yes. How'd he hit it, Al?
I don't like it. Not from there. But, I mean, he's got a shot.
Very, very difficult shot, Al, yes. But I guess if anyone's capable of smashing that one, this young fella is, Al, compared to what everybody is saying.
Oh, he's a shot maker. Really good shot.
So he does fare well in 10 ball then.
But after missing that ball into the corner pocket like he did,
yeah.
Do you like shooting this into the same corner and breaking the stack and taking a chance of letting Danny back up at the table?
Absolutely not, because if he does, it could easily be his last shot at the table, right? And this is all, you know, in pool, just like in any game, whether it's 10 ball, 9 ball, it's such a confidence factor. You know, I mean, if you're on a very high confidence level here, you just rip that one in and smash them wide open like Chicago, if that's how you're feeling, but you better be feeling awful good. Oh, and to
not that bad of a shot.
Right.
You know, I think it's the only way he can get in that tangent line was to go up that far, you know.
Yes, to have that angle, like you pointed out, sure. And Al, the 10 ball tournament is very exciting next week. If you people at home love fast action 10 ball, boy, do we got a house full of champions next week.
Hit it like it had eyes.
Yes.
Pocket.
Yes. Al, how do they play the foul rule here? Please explain to the people at home and me, because I'm not aware.
Standard straight pool rules. There was one implement about putting your hand. In other words, if the cue ball is coming towards a pocket and you put your hand in the pocket, it's a serious foul. It's a 15-ball foul.
Oh.
Plus, the incoming player has the option of taking ball in hand in the kitchen or having you break the stack again.
I'm glad you broke that down, because a lot of people weren't aware, as either was myself, being a 9-ball and 10-ball player, only myself.
I believe W.Can is 19 years old.
Oh my, what a young man. His whole life ahead of him here. And, you know, the Oriental people, Al, they take everything they do so seriously, and that's why it doesn't surprise me at 19 he's a top pro. I'm sure he has many years of working on this game at 19.
You know, I always thought about that as we watch Wang dissect this racket. I always thought about, you know, we see so many players coming from overseas that are really excellent. You know, take the Philippines, for example. Take any other country.
Right.
I think we should start trying to implement this into, like, an academic schedule, or, you know, implement it in the schools. Instead of having, you know, whatever kind of curriculum they have set up.
Right.
Put a pool table in there, and because, all right, we have the Dennis Hatch, and we have the Earl Strickland, we have the Johnny Arthur, But we need other American players that are going to come up behind them.
To get involved. Absolutely.
Right.
What a great point. What a great point. Yeah, we need to keep our wonderful sport flourishing and going. It's a great point.
Staleev, remember when Eugene Staleev came up from Russia? You know, nobody knew of him until he hit the circuit.
Right.
You know, I think this has to be a point where they implement this as a
Yes.
sport in a school or something.
That would be so nice, because then that would leave the door open to the Olympics, which is our main goal. Wouldn't that be wonderful in the Olympics? Well, we've been trying that for many years. We'll see. Okay, I guess he's got a few options for the break. 5, 6. Okay.
Looks like that ball has a pocket. 10, it looks like the 15 passes the 10. So I don't see any issues here. The only thing he wants to do is probably save the 6 ball or the 15 ball for his break. But then again, it's all up to his comfort zone. You know, everybody has
Right.
a comfort zone.
Oh, and that's so important. That's 95% of your pool ability is your comfort zone. Comfortability is what makes or breaks champions. Because when it comes to two champions where the talent is very close, the one who is most comfortable at the table will win the match.
Right.
And many people don't understand that, but that's so true.
I mean, they both have knowledge.
Exactly.
I would agree that D.Barouty has more straight pool knowledge. Only going under only an assumption. I don't know
Right.
the complete background of
Good point.
W.Can.
Yeah, yes,
You know,
very good point.
Sort of like Jason Shore. I mean, who knew he played straight ball?
Right,
Well,
right.
we know he all pockets balls. Well, he ran a 276 here the other.
Which is
We
phenomenal.
never seen him play straight.
Sure, sure. Phenomenal. Yes, yes.
Hey, I know Billy Chong. Are you kidding me? Is that you, Billy? You know Billy shoots out there at the Castles. Is it Castles where Scott Simonetti has his tournament out there in Rutherford?
Yes, that's Castle.
Yeah, I think that is Billy.
Oh, yes, Billy. How are you, pal? Yes.
All right, I'll crank it up a little bit. Let me know if I get too loud. I just don't like to raise my voice too much. We're sitting like 15 feet away from the straight pool clearing. W.Can's going to have to come back and get the angle. Let's see what he does here. He's got it. He's got enough just to break a few balls out.
Right.
It's good
not
enough.
not a deep angle out at all. But it's enough. It is enough to crack a few out. Okay, update on the score in 1 moment.
Check 1, 2. How's the audio now? Check 1, 2. Upstate, I'll check 1, 2. Okay, we're good. As we watch W.Can. He's got the 7. He's got the 11 on the 14 or the 11 on the opposite side.
Yes,
He
a
wants to
couple
go
of
that
shots.
route.
Yes, Al.
See, he can shoot the 7 ball, but what are you going to shoot after that? If you shoot the 11 ball, you're going to push a lot of the balls towards that side of the table, but
Right.
you don't want to do that. So he's going to shoot the 7 or the 1. There you go. Now he got unfortunate.
Yes. Tough. Very, very difficult from here. Nobody wants to be shooting this, but I guess if you're a champion straight pool player, you're much more adept to making this ball.
Check, 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 check 1, 2. Check 1, 2. There you go. That should hit the top notch. Faced with the long cut shot, he makes it, hitting the inside of the pocket.
Yes, had wonderful ball speed on that and the correct side of the pocket, of course, which is so important.
All right, it looks like he's going to elect to shoot the 11 ball and break him open a little more. The only problem that I see here is that everything is sitting on one side of the table, and he's going to push a couple of more balls out that way.
Good point. Very good
He's
point,
causing
yeah.
a lot of traffic. The balls are open, most of them, but he's still causing traffic.
Right. They seem a lot better now. A lot more options. We'll see.
He's got the 5 balls, an insurance ball. There's Mr. Katsky. Thank you for joining the viewing pleasure and moderating. What time is it out there by you, sir? He's on the other side of the pond. You never know where Katsky is. He's all over the world. It could be any time.
Making it look much easier now, Al.
It's so enjoyable. You know,
Yes.
it's so enjoyable just to sit back and watch it. I'm sure the viewers are just
Yes.
enjoying his technique.
Sure. Sometimes it's just like connect the dots.
He gets straight in on a 9 here into the side pocket or the corner, and he can stop it right there.
Perfect. Just like you said, Al. That's it. He's right there. I like the way he walks around the table, double check that angle. So important for you younger players out there to do that.
Just try to kill the rock. You don't want it to drift too far.
There you go.
There you go.
Yes, we are figuring out the score, trying
Oh,
to figure it
Katsky's
out.
in Cali right now. It's only 9 a.m.
Alrighty, thank you.
Oh, Katsky's coming down. Make sure you stop by and say hello, sir.
Absolutely, please do.
Yeah, he opened those up real nice, didn't he?
Oh, looks beautiful now. Looks beautiful now. I don't see any problems whatsoever. It's just a matter of taking his time now and patterning. Getting out this one.
Looking for your patent.
Yeah,
Is that what you're
looking for your patent here.
Well, I'll tell you what. If Wang didn't know the game of straight pool, and just within the last, what was he here in the States now, a couple of months, started learning it or learned it within the last month or so, because he knew he was coming to this tournament, he was practicing with Johnny or whoever. Didn't take him long to pick it up. You know, I mean, breaking that pack like that, you know,
Yeah.
it's just but he's a ball maker. We all know that he can make balls.
Exactly.
But it's not just making balls in straight
Sure.
pool. You know, there's a plan. There's a point of attack, like in a chess game. You know, and looks like he's picking up the hang of it. I don't think the 10 goes by.
This looks a little
Got himself up
funny.
in a little jam
Like
here.
he got a little funny here, and I don't know how he did that, but he's funny. It's not an easy shot here.
Well, what else does he have? He's either got to elect to play the 7. You know, the 7
Yeah.
will go off the 4.
Yes,
I
yes.
like hitting the playing the combination.
Yes.
The 7
yes.
ball.
He doesn't
Billy-
have
Billy off
anything
the
other
4.
than that, Al. He obviously he took the wrong shot.
Well, he
wait, now
didn't
we-
even billiard it off. They just went in
Yeah.
like it had eyes.
And
Very
that
nice
billiard
shot.
was so dead. You're right. Okay, he's back in line here.
Just drift over, take the 4 ball out of the equation right now. Well, he hit the 4 ball. He can still make it though.
Yeah, but he got a little fortunate there. He didn't have to have an easy shot.
Didn't have to hit it that hard.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, maybe he's rushing it a little bit. Okay. He needs to settle down a little bit more here.
Well, what's
Right.
bothering him right now is,
Right.
is getting these balls out of the way. This little
Okay.
traffic.
Right.
So he's
right,
going to work. He's going to work into a position where he can get those out of the way.
Right. And I guess it's
And-
all
and-
personal preference, Al. Is that correct?
I guess, but see, there you go. He just touched them now. He
Right.
opened them up a little more. Now the 5 and the 9 do go in the side pocket, one would go into the corner after him. So that's really not too much trouble.
Okay.
Well, I guess the 14 will go.
Yes, I imagine. Or if he could sneak the 11, it'd be nice and just stick Whitey, I guess.
Well, if he plays the, I think it's the 14 ball above the 11 there. If he can play, they can follow it and then have the 8,
Right.
you know,
Right.
and then play back into the 5, you know, for the 5
Sure.
in the side pocket.
Sure.
He's got a couple options, you know, it's just whatever he feels comfortable doing. That's what it
Right.
looks like he's going to do. He wants the 11 so bad.
Yes.
I say play the 14. Why is he going to just draw it? Oh, he got the 8 anyway if he wants, or the
Okay.
10.
Right. Okay, he looks pretty good now, Al.
Not bad, not bad. You know, he bumped into the balls. He didn't really have to touch them. You know, he had
Right.
pockets for him.
Right.
He touched them, he created a little bit more of a problem. I mean, he can get out, don't get me wrong, but the cue ball is not in the position where he wanted it.
Right. But being as though he has this very easy 8, which makes him breathe a little better.
Play the 11, come back out, play the it looks like the 2 on the head spot there. Play that into the side pocket, play the 9, and then use the 5 as a break. Is that,
I think that's the plan, I think. I mean, sounds good, but let's see.
get the 2 out of the way,
Right.
then play the 9, and draw back a little bit to have a break shot.
Yep. I think that is the ticket, sir.
That's it. Get almost straight in on it,
Yeah.
and draw back just a little bit to have that angle where he can break the stack.
He's going down for the side out with the 5? Okay.
No. Is he really going to play the side?
I
shot?
don't know. I don't see that as a good break, but I'm not a straight pool player. I learned something here. I like better what you
Actually,
said.
he
but we'll
could,
see.
but I like getting more power out of the shot shooting it.
I like
into the
what you
corner.
said, but he went the complete other way. I don't like this at all. He's very low, but I would rather have seen him done what you did, but maybe that's why he's up there and we're doing commentary.
Well, I think he's got more of an angle than what he actually needs right now.
Yes,
It's not an easy
yes.
shot.
I think this is
He's
very
got to come with a
difficult.
shot here.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what.
I would have liked to see him do what you said. I'm much more comfortable with that setup, but
I'll tell you what. He's got such a thin cut here that if he makes it, this stack is going to explode.
I was going to say,
Look where he's going to come
yeah,
from.
I mean, does he Chicago open him now, or easy, or I don't know. Whatever. We'll see. Well, we'll see in a moment. This is a little.
He
nice.
makes this pack is going to explode.
Looks like such a hard cut.
There they go, wide
There you
open.
go.
Nice
Boy,
shot.
how they opened up nice now. Well, I guess
And
that's.
the audience really appreciates it.
Yes. Yes. Okay, updated score coming up. Oh, he's sitting so pretty now.
Well, just got to pick them apart, you know.
Right. Yeah. I guess, and like you said earlier, just keeping those balls for safe balls, I guess, as they do in straight pool. So they, in case they get jammed up, they'll always have a hanger. I guess that's the secret. Is he going for a combination? Open them again now? Wow. Yes, he is. Well, he's broken into the rack 2 or 3 times, and there's another. Oh, I didn't like that, Al, but I didn't want to say anything because I'm not a straight pool player. But I said to myself, how many times is he going into the rack? You know what I mean?
Well, he's taking care of all the work, you know, early, and took his eye off the shot.
And that's just what happened. And now we see the Tri-State living legend, Danny, to come on. I'm sure he's so happy to be back up to the table. Danny has new life now. Sure, he's feeling so excited now to be up. And what a wonderful fella Danny is when you get to know. Very fine young man. And if anyone knows how to run straight pool balls, it's Danny for sure. By the way, Al, I had a question earlier. Oh, okay. Yes, Danny's in the process of running out here. I'm sure he'll be fine.
What's that, Dave?
I had a question that I felt you were much more better to handle earlier. What was the high run so far?
I think we had 3 or 4 over 100. I don't know the high run.
Okay.
If it was 119, 100, whatever, I don't know it.
Jason Shaw or something? Jason ran a lot of balls. Something said
Ralph Eckert was the first one, Mika, and then Shane.
Okay. Well, I guess they're all capable of running many, many balls. It's just a matter of who does it, I guess.
All right. Well, Danny, you know what he's thinking about here. Do I try to punch it a little bit and get it off the rail? Do I follow up? See if
Okay, I was wondering what the
pocket.
hesitation was. I wanted you to break it down a little more.
You know, he can punch it a little bit. He doesn't have much of an angle, but he can get a shot on the 8. Unless he elects to draw it right up table or come forward and come around the other side. Just punch it, get the 8.
Okay.
I think it's a good choice, unless he has something else. Now he's going to take the 8 ball here.
What does he do after the 8? Go into those 2 balls, maybe? Slide in? I'm not sure. We'll see.
Well, you don't want to just hit him easy. You don't want to tie the 3 up. You want to make sure that the balls are separated, so he wants to get it away.
Okay.
That's exactly what he did.
All righty.
His only concern here is going to be that getting the 11 into the side pocket so that it loosens that 2 ball up, so you can have that as a break shot.
Okay. Oh, someone else asked me roughly how old was Danny. I have no idea, Al. Maybe you might be a little better. A fan wanted to know, and I didn't even have a close guess, so maybe you could shed a little. Okay, whatever.
Right now, I can't remember what I had for breakfast.
It seems like he's been playing straight pool.
I'm sure you can look him up. I'm sure you can look him up.
Yeah.
See, got the 2 ball out. And what is he going to use for his break shot here?
Okay.
I guess the 11 is sitting good.
I guess. Does he stay right there? I don't see it from here. I don't know. We'll see.
Oh, look how good he moves. Creates the break shot. Sends the cue ball into the rack. Thus far, bringing it back up table.
Very, very good, Danny. Very good.
And I don't think W.Can knows the ruling on this, so he might call John over.
Oh, okay. And for those of you at home, what is the ruling here, Al? Go ahead.
I'm not sure he knows.
All right. Does it go on a spot or anywhere behind the spot?
Well, it's in the rack, so I believe it goes up to the head spot.
Okay.
I wasn't here for the players' meeting. I come down the day after, just as the tournament was. Yeah, it goes up.
That's the usual old school
There's
ruling
Danny.
when it's in a rack. It
It's in the
just goes
kitchen.
anywhere behind the head spot or on the spot. Your choice, sir. Okay,
It's in the
there we
kitchen.
go. All right. You know, I don't like this. Well, what do I know about straight pool as far as this kind of a break shot? But we'll see.
Well, Danny's used to this. He
Yeah.
manufactured this on purpose.
I got you.
So he's got to be comfortable with it, and he missed it.
There you go. Played it, got there, and missed it. Okay. All righty. I'm sure that was a shock to him.
Danny, I guess, wants John or tournament director to spot the ball. I guess he doesn't want to nudge a ball or anything.
Okay.
So he'll let John do it.
Right.
And I don't know if Danny got fortunate here and not leaving Wang a shot.
Yeah, he could be trapped here, Al.
Well, he was lucky that the ball went in the upper corner, not hung up.
Right. Yeah, that's a tricky spot. Do you nudge it? If you know, I just was wondering on the exact rule. You nudge it a little bit to get it on the spot, or whatever.
Yeah, he
Okay.
didn't leave him a shot. Wang's going to elect to play safe. Just bring the
Right.
cue ball down behind the pack here or somewhere on the long rail.
Okay.
I mean the short rail. All right. I think we're going to see a
Cat
little.
and mouse here.
Yeah, unless there's something wired
Okay.
in the package. And we'd just like to mention a few of the sponsors that are bringing this stream, making it possible for everybody to view. InsidePoolMag.com. New York City Grind. That's NYCGrind.com. Dragon Promotions. CNGGas.com. And of course, Steinway Billiards. And that's SteinwayBilliards.com.
I guess distance is your ally here, I guess, when you play these kinds of safes.
Yeah, he's using the soldiers in the middle there. Those balls are all blocking the pocket.
Mm-hmm.
So he's just safe enough and playing safe.
I don't know if you send the 9 and bring Whitey way up, or I don't know. It'd be interesting to see what he does here. If he can feather that 9 very lightly and bring Whitey way up on top, that could be an option he may have. Oh, what a wonderful shot Danny just made. Oh, the crowd loved that one. 9 off the other ball. Could be a possible game-winning shot at this point. What a lovely shot he just made out. Played the 9 in the corner, off a different ball. He'll go into the pack here and feather them, open them up gently. Nice here. Oh, and he's in wonderful shape here out.
Yeah, this is just a little more experience and the straight full knowledge.
Absolutely.
You know, Wang thought he had him dead to right safe, and
Yes, absolutely. And he just made a great combination shot up another ball.
Danny Barouty leaving the New York area and heading out to California. Being a Queens boy all his life is now going to be moving out to California.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, I loved California, Al. I spent several years out there in my early Marine Corps hustling days in the San Diego naval area, playing 8-ball with 10,000 sailors at $20 a game that didn't know which end of the cue to use. They were lovely days, Al. They were lovely days. Oh, I miss good old San Diego. And Jack Johnson's billiard parlor in San Diego many, many years ago, the home of the famous Jay Swanson, California's greatest past legend. That was my home room for many years, Jack Raymond's Billiard Tavern in San Diego. Every morning, the great Jay Swanson, Mondo Gomez would all meet there to hang out, practice, and make their game.
Yeah, huh?
I ran Jack Raymond's Billiard Tavern out there for several years. Wonderful experience. It was the actual place in San Diego, California at that time, mid-70s.
as we watch D.Barouty getting set. 11-2, back for the 15 for his break shot. So all connect the dots. They'll come right back down to the middle of the table. Come right back out. Nice shot. We'd like to thank some of the sponsors of the World Tournament. Housing, the best in billiards. And of course, Aramis. Master Chalk. And many more will be on screen. But for now, let's watch the break.
Scale of 1 to 10, is this almost the ultimate break shot, Al?
If you are just joining us, you are watching the 2013 World Tournament from Steinway Billiards in Queens, New York. You are watching D.Barouty, who is at the table right now, and his opponent, W.Can. W.Can. For some reason, I want to say Kang.
Yes, and that's why you changed his name, I guess. You reversed it.
No, it wasn't I. He changes his name.
Oh, does he really?
Yeah, back. Well, you know, I believe that's the way it is anyway. They actually say their names backwards. So he did change his name around on a couple of social medias.
I see. Okay.
And I'm upstate Al, sitting in the booth alongside Devil Dave Ascalese.
Thank you, Al. What a pleasure.
You can see the
what
score.
Wonderful memories I had of California in those old days. I was fortunate enough to have the great Jay Swanson take me under his wing and teach me almost everything I knew back in those days. Boy, it was action. Here we go. Another break. Doesn't look like he's got too many safety balls to use, but I guess I'm going through them again, maybe.
Darren Alpleton just showing up, getting some practice in. Warren Kiemko just walking in. All top-notch players. If you guys are out there and feel like stopping by Steinway Billiards, this is the time to do it. We have a list of sponsors here we'd like to thank. Of course, John Lehman for coming down with Dragon Promotions. John, I'd like to thank you. Michael Frederick, Dr. Michael Frederick. Stu Montana. And a co-contributor, Dr. James Heller. And of course, Charlie Ames. Well, Wang's had no issues here. Every ball has a pocket. It's just a matter of picking them apart and getting in line. You know, it amazes me how these players, whether they're just learning it or experienced, how they see things on the table, even just on their approach. You know, it's like a natural. You know, on their approach, they see the pattern that they want to pick up. And joining us in the booth right now is Mrs. Kurtz, Heather Kurtz, known as the Hammer.
Hey, everybody. I stepped out for a little while. I was shooting on the table over there, so what's going on?
I saw you hitting them around with Eddie. Oh, nothing. You know, we're in a match here, not struggling. You know, they got their errors. Both of them have equal errors. And it's pretty close. 53 to, I want to say 58, about right about now. Nice. Maybe a little bit more. We'll soon find out after the inning.
I figured this would be a good match when I saw this matchup this morning.
Well, I was expecting Danny to go on a high run, and when he opened up, it looked like he was going to. He ran the first rack out, and I thought he was going to just continue. You know, Danny, he could just go roll and roll, and
right.
Before you know it, it's over. But he had his errors. He missed a couple of balls. I think in the second rack, he missed a ball, and Wang came up, made it one ball, and then missed his ball next ball. So not really struggling, just I don't know what you want to call it, taking their eye off the shot.
Right. Everybody's still waking up.
This is where he winds up now. You know, all the balls were wide open, and he gets himself into position like this. But he's young, 19, I think. Oh, look what he tried to do. Feather the 10 ball and go 5 rails around the table, right. Playing the cue ball back up on that short rail to lock it up. But he got unfortunate and hit the 9. And this is the way it's been going. You know, he would have an error, and then Danny would make a couple of balls, and he would error.
Let's see what Danny's going to do here. Got the 9. Oof.
Did Danny make an error? I took my eye off
yeah,
the monitor. I was checking messages.
The 9, yeah.
See, that's what's been happening. Yeah,
got to be kind of hard for these guys going from this table to the other tables back to this table too a little bit, you know.
Yeah, but when you're seasoned and and you're going, you're playing in different rooms and different equipment, I guess you have to adjust. I was talking to a mechanic that actually put the table together here. And said it's a very beautiful table. All right. He's got to try to get in that line to break the rack open. I don't like it. Do you like doing this for a break shot? I don't.
It's really close.
Wow.
You know, I like my
I
break ball
guess.
a little close to the rack, but that's...
You like having a little room in between them, right?
Brought it back into the rack. Kind of hard to see if that two goes. He's looking for something in there. Looks like the two might go, but he doesn't want to get locked up in the middle of the pack.
He's looking for something that's wired.
Yeah.
You know, he might be looking at the 11, but I don't know if what he's looking at. No clue.
I watch Daddy play and he sees things and I'm like, I didn't even see that coming. You know, they'll find something in there. He plays the game so beautifully.
You know, looking for something wired really should be your first option at this distance.
Right.
You know, I mean, he's got the two ball. But if he plays the two ball, he's still going to have to break the stack open. And if he misses it, you know, he's going to leave Wang coming back to the table with shots. So he's looking at something wired first that he can fire at and open the pack, weighing out his options. I guess nothing's wired. He's going to elect to go for the two ball. And that's the reason he was looking for a wired shot.
There's still a big mess in the middle of the table, that big cluster there, though.
He's got a nice shot to go through. He's got a lot of traffic on the left side of that table, though.
Oh, yeah.
He's got work to do. The next scheduled stream match, which is scheduled at like 1 o'clock p.m., or as follows after this match, will be S.Cohen versus D.Barouty+C.Deuel. That'll be your next match on stream.
Should be a good match, too.
Yeah, they're all supposed to. These are all
Any match.
world-class players. They call it the Worlds for a reason. See, this is now he's got, he's got to work that, I guess, the 14 ball, and then start pushing maybe the 15 or the 6, whatever he can play out of that pack. Well, he's trying to push balls away, so he's getting in more trouble here. Hey, this is where experience comes into play. Pocket the 1, elect to get on the left side behind now. You can get behind the 3 or somewhere down by the 15. I don't know how he wants to play it.
Right.
But he's got to start getting on the other side of the table so he can get rid of some of those balls. Yeah. There you go. He pumped one ball out. He's got to think about his break shot. He's getting closer to eliminating these balls off the table side. As he gets closer, he's got less time to either manufacture a break shot or leave a break shot. He can't get himself in trouble where he has to take his break shot away. There you go. He's knocking balls away. Yeah. That's the way you got to do it. Might have the 6. I think the 6 might clear. You can still leave the 9 ball for a break shot.
Right. Got himself out of a lot of trouble this round.
Well, yeah, once you get on that left side of the table, when you have all
Right.
those balls, then you can start firing towards the right side. I think the 6 does go.
There it is.
Well, there it is. Oh. Okay, 8 ball as a key shot. Or take the 8 out now. He's going to use the 8 ball as a key shot. Perfect. I like going to the rail and coming back out.
Right.
2 rails.
All right.
Nice shot. All right. Got out of that rack.
He did that very nicely. That was a lot of mess there for a little while. Did a great job getting out of that. Oh, I read that wrong before. I'm sorry. I thought that said 81. So it's 53-74, it looks like. Want to thank everybody in the chat for joining us. Everyone who's been here with us since yesterday morning. Everybody that's here now, we appreciate you guys being here. Hope you're enjoying all these great matches and all the ones that are coming up later on and the next few days. Get the word out for the stream. Invite your friends. There's a lot of great matches going on. Hi, Blackjack. I see you saying hello in there. Thank you for joining us today. I've never seen this kid play before. He has a really, really nice game. The way he breaks the balls open, he's a really smooth stroke. Really nice to watch him play this. All right, guys, I'm going to step away. Stevie's going to come sit in here, Steve Kurtz, and give you guys his expert knowledge on these badges here. So I'll see you later.
Checking in. Everyone hear me okay? I see Mr. W.Can is taking the lead in this match as he got 53 prior to this rack. Not really sure where W.Can is at. How's everyone's doing out there, and how's everything look? Good morning there, Mr. Neves. And David Sapolis in the chat. How y'all doing? Okay, W.Can is up 88 to 53. That right there looks like Thorsten Holman's typical break shot. Very well played. enjoying the tournament so far? Doesn't look like Wang has any problems here outside of those two balls that are on the left rail. He's definitely going to clear out that bottom ball of the two. I think that's the 11 ball towards the bottom ball. He may have been swinging out to play for it now. I guess he didn't get the angle that he would have liked. And slowly but surely, though, he's running out of balls to alleviate that problem. What I actually do after this ball is play for that 2 ball to swing over. Oh, I see what he's looking to do. He might be playing that 14 ball to lead over towards those 2 balls. He fell a little short, but he can still play that off the corner and follow up towards that ball. Maybe play the lower one in the bottom pocket and play the ball up top right afterwards. No. Having a tough time following his patterns. Oh, I see. He just needs this 1 ball per game. I apologize for that. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed the game. Sorry I didn't get too much time to sit with y'all. I think next up we have D.Barouty+C.Deuel. Let me take a look and see who he's playing. The next match. Okay, our next match at 1 o'clock will be S.Cohen versus D.Barouty+C.Deuel. Which should be starting very shortly. It looks like we're at about 5-1 here in New York. I think just give the players a couple minutes just to settle in and hit a couple balls. We might be waiting for some of the other matches to start at 1 as well. So you're all saying that Earl is a lock for the tournament. He's definitely a strong contender, I tell you what. He was warming up here a few nights ago and he ran 200 and he says, okay, I'm done. He stopped.
Okay, for the 1 round, your tables are all set. You should be reporting to your tables now for the 1 p.m. round.
It sounds like John Lehman is going to announce the matches for the 1 o'clock session, so we should be underway very shortly.
14, Francisco Bustamante, Sean Morgan, 27, Warren Campo, Ernest Herring, 22, Don Hamilton, Nicole Hayne, 13, Jim Gauthier, Dennis Spears, table 18.
I see Mr. Cohen just stepped into the arena.
You hit balls already? Yep.
Just want to take a quick check on the speed of the table. Mr. Barouty just walked by and said hello. Hopefully a little bit later we can get him to sit down and do a little commentary for us. Corey's going to hit a few balls here before we get going. This should probably be a real good game. I mean, S.Cohen is a returning former champion of this event. I believe it was 2009 or 2010 when he won it last. And Corey, he's absolute magician when it comes to straight ball. That's such a beautiful game. Sorry if I'm not very talkative, guys. I'm just here by myself right now. Upstate Alan is doing a little work on the internet right now. Much interaction going on.
Every hour and a half. With our last round tonight at 9 p.m. Right now, I'd like to direct your attention out on the floor, and our wrestlers that are out on the floor for this round. In the corner on table 22, Mr. Warren Kiamko, Mr. Earl Herring.
Mr. Al is coming back in the booth.
Yeah, we just updated the forums on the live stream news. For the scheduling live stream matches, just go to live-stream-news.com and look under the 73rd World Tournament, and you have your TV guide for today's stream.
Get the word out and spread the word of all the streams that we're going to have today of all the action.
Moving over here to table number 14, our current reigning champion, Mr. John
Guys, why don't you
Schmidt.
swing by there and
His opponent, Mr. Eddie Kwok.
start spreading the word for some of the streams that you may have
And
going
table number 18, Jim Gauthier and Dennis Spears. And right now, I'd like to direct your attention to the TV table. And once again, welcome to the 73rd World 14.1 Tournament, sponsored by All Housing Tables, and proudly co-sponsored by Dr. Michael Fiat. Other co-sponsors are Championship Cloth, Tour Edition 3030, Fury Cues, Aramith Balls, Master Cloth, Pool and Billiards Magazine, Amsterdam Billiards, Inside Pool Magazine, the National Amateur Pool League, NAPL, and Dragon Promotions, and sponsored and hosted here at Steinway Cafe and Billiards in New York City. Our patron sponsors are Stuart McKenna and Tom Gleich, and our co-contributors are Dr. James Heller and Charles Eames. Right now, I'd like to direct your attention to our two opponents for our streaming match, which can be seen on InsidePool.tv. First up, he was the second in the U.S. Open one pocket this year. He's in 2013 U.S. Open. Almost like that. It shoots right next to the players at first. All right, here we go again. He was the second in the U.S. Open one pocket this year. Corey, it doesn't really like it. Go on to another player.
Well, your voice is pretty loud, John. Give it a shot.
You're going to have to just do it on natural thing.
All right. Well, we can hear.
All right. We'll move on for that. All right, forget it. He's the 2013 U.S. Open Snooker Champion. He's sponsored by OBQs, Diamond Billiards, Corey'sCollection.com. Let's hear it for Corey Deuel. And his opponent from France. He's a 9-ball and 10-ball European champion. He's sponsored by Predator Cues and Glitchy Montmartre and Kamui Products. Okay, he is our 2009 World 14.1 champion of this event. If we put our hands together for Mr. Stefan Cohen. Gentlemen, you may like your break. Good luck, gentlemen.
Very good, John.
Thank you.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the 73rd 2013 World Tournament at Steinway Billiards in Queens, New York. I'm upstate out, sitting in the booth alongside Steve Kurtz.
Good morning, everyone.
And we're about to watch Mr. Corey Deuel and Stephen Cohen play this match. And I don't know if you heard John Lehman, Stephen Cohen did take this event down in 2009. So he is one of the champions. And we all know Corey is a champion within his own rights. So we're looking forward to an exciting match here.
And Corey definitely has the capability of taking this tournament down. Apologize there, guys. We were just trying to update the board at the bottom. Get all of our ducks in a row. What kind of shot that S.Cohen has here. I'm sure that head ball will pass into the bottom right corner. I mean, if so, it looks like you might have a wired combination at the bottom of the rack there with that 5-11 maybe. Okay. A little bit more of an angle than I thought it did. You may be able to swing off that 4 ball back to the middle of the table to play that 6 ball and re-break the cluster.
What do you think he's going to play, the 3 ball?
Yeah, he's going to play the 3. He'll swing out towards the middle of the table.
Bank the 3? Can't bank it. He's going to have to cut this.
He's going to cut it in.
Wow.
Go 1 rail.
What is he looking at here? Is he looking at the billiard?
A little bit more firmer and go 3 rails back to the middle of the table for that 6 ball as well. I think he's got full sight on that ball. Unless he may be tucked in a little bit on that ball there in the cluster.
He's just going to elect to try to play up table, I guess, and go safe.
That's exactly what he did. Trying to freeze Corey up on that top rail. He didn't quite get there. Kind of overdid it a little bit. I think Corey has sight on that lower ball there, that 4 ball.
Yeah, but look at the distance.
Yeah, Corey's got those young eyes.
Yeah. There's nothing like having a ball wired and just smashing them.
Yeah, this is true.
From this distance instead of taking that route of shooting this long shot. I mean, if you miss it, you're missing to a guy that took this event down.
Yeah, you miss it. You're reserving a spot in the chair for a little while.
Yeah. You don't want to be sitting there freezing.
You've got to be careful here too. If he does go, he may carry him off the top of that 5 ball and maybe go in the corner there on the left side.
I mean, if he doesn't find anything that's wide, why not just elect to play safe?
You can back scratch here as well.
Yeah, but then he's on 1. Yeah, I mean, that can go on. We know how that goes.
Mm-hmm. Don't see too many good safe opportunities here either.
I don't,
I think Corey is as stuck as we are here in the chair.
Do you fire at the shot? What do you got? I mean, what do you?
He has to. I don't really see a good save. I think he's just going to roll up to the back of the pack here. I don't think he's going to hit it firm enough to try and hit something to the rail. He's really risking freeing something up. Take that intentional and put it back on Cohen to put it in the same spot, hoping that he doesn't quite get there and, exposing something for Corey.
I don't like just taking an intentional and rolling the cue ball down to the side, the lower part of the table, because he's still going to be on 1.
I think going 2 rails to the back of the cluster, but not hard enough to get something to the rail.
What he's going to do.
Now S.Cohen will probably look to hit the
9 ball.
Left side of the 9 ball, get back
Put him back
table.
up table.
Corey's hoping that he doesn't get there and maybe leaving that 4 ball that's close to the cluster there towards the bottom right corner of the rack area.
Giving him an opportunity to see it. How about the 5-10? That looks close.
It looks a little high, and there's a space there, so it's not going to throw us in the pocket, I don't believe.
There you
So
go.
S.Cohen's going to take a back scratch. Right back up where he was.
How's the speed?
It looks real good.
Does he work
He's
for
actually
that
better
company
than he was
called
before.
Crazy Glue? Wow, it looks like he stuck it to the rail.
Looks like Corey's playing kind of backfired a little bit. I mean, if you're Corey, do you go for that 4-ball that's in the bottom part of the rack there? Try and cut that in?
From here?
I know.
I wouldn't even
I'm
think
saying
about
if I'm Corey. I'm sorry, guys. We have a little bit of conversation going on here with Albert.
I have.
Work out some
I got.
here.
Yeah, I got a little bit of work to do. I'm gonna have Mrs. Kurtz. Do you know that young lady by any chance, Steve?
Who's she?
Heather.
Quite sure
Heather
who
Kurtz.
that is.
Oh, okay. She's known as the Hammer. And she's gonna step in the
yeah,
booth.
I've heard of her.
Okay, very good. You know what?
Right,
We're
guys,
gonna
it
we're gonna
sounds
jump
like we
up
have a
one
treat,
more
and, Max
one more
Eppley's gonna
commentator.
step
We're gonna
in.
bring in, yeah, Max Eppley's gonna step in the booth here, folks. Give him a second. He'll be right in.
I think Max is actually going to teach me a thing or two while sitting here with him. Definite treat for me.
What's up, Steve?
Good morning there, Mr. Eberly.
Thank you, Mr. Kurtz. So, Corey opted out not to shoot that break shot. 1 second.
Sorry, guys. Dennis Hatch is coming over to ask you some questions. Give us 1 second. We're still going back and forth here a little bit on safeties and back scratch. And, I think each player is just waiting for that one chance to just break free and get something going here. It's just a matter of patience and waiting for that opportunity.
So, yeah, I was saying the 13 ball. Corey could have tried to fire that in, right?
He could have, but I think knowing that Stefan was sitting there waiting,
Right.
He's definitely capable of running out the game.
Well, judging the way the rack is going now, I guess it was a good, not a bad thing to opt out of that shot because nothing really has happened.
Right. Yeah, they're taking some back scratches back and forth and just waiting for that opportunity.
Yeah, sometimes when you float the ball up table to hit a ball thin, you got to risk not hitting it because it's better not to hit it sometimes than to hit it too full.
Right. And I think when Corey had that opportunity to take that break shot, there was a possibility that he was going to carry him off one of the lower balls and scratch into that corner. I mean, you tell me what's the play here?
Well, let's see. That ball does. You could go for that shot, right? That loose ball. But if that's not the, I like.
I'm not really sure where they are with scratching and whatnot, so we have a little distraction here before us. So
have to look at the stack. If there's a dead ball, then it would change everything. But if you could glance off that 14 real thin, bump it into the 4, so that nothing leaks out, then play the cue ball back up.
Right.
Towards
You
that
can
corner
also
pocket.
glance off that 6 ball there and go 1, 2, and up, somewhere around the between the first and second diamond there, close to the right. top corner.
Yeah, as long as you don't
As long as
nudge
you don't hit
another
it too
ball
fat
out.
and
Yeah,
free up something on the other side.
right. Now, I was saying to a guy up here that these pockets are, the ding pretty big.
Mm-hmm.
You might take one of these shots once in a while,
Yeah.
depending. Like this is something Dennis or Cooler just get up and fire at it. But
Absolutely.
maybe not always make it, but on this table, being big pockets, kind of depends on how you feel on it. Sometimes you get down on a ball and you just know it's going in.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I think actually Corey is quite safe after that shot. I don't think he left much. I mean, his combo here and there. I don't think he has full sight on that 4-ball leading towards the 14 in the corner.
I missed what happened there. Somebody was calling me.
Corey actually rolled into the pack.
Yeah.
There's 2 frozen balls, which actually gave him an easy out to the one of the lower balls getting to the rail.
Mm-hmm. So he played a safety into the rack.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, that's an easy safety right there. He banked that ball out. He took an intentional. I don't know if that was intentional, but he had to take a foul on that ball. No, it's a little bit harder right now for Corey to defend this shot, because if he plays off that 6-ball and goes up table, with that 11 is pretty free. I think he's just going to nudge it, take another foul.
Brandon Schuff made an interesting comment. We were playing some straight pool in Vegas last week. And he was talking about how it's tougher than one pocket, the safeties, because there's 6 pockets.
Yeah, you're not limited to your one pocket.
Yeah, so, and in a sense, tougher than 9-ball safeties, even though there's only 1 ball in 9-ball. But here, every ball is, in play, so you can't leave just any shot.
More commonly, you're going to take those intentional fouls just because, there's much more risk of your opponent getting up and, running a couple 100 balls on you, especially at this level. Does he have that 4-ball in the corner? Will it pass the 11 into the left corner?
The 4-ball?
Right up here.
Oh,
Is that the
that's a
4-ball?
5.
Okay.
I don't think it does.
I'm slightly colorblind.
Well, that's a common problem, I think, with the 4 and 5. Yeah. But you could slice a 13 down the rail.
That's no gimme.
No, and then there might be a cross-eyed
He's looking
scratch.
at the combo of the 8, 11 into the bottom left corner.
Mm-hmm.
He's a little precarious. I mean, what are the odds he's going to have a shot here? Because he's going to go back and forth off this. And this,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if that 6 doesn't pass the 15 into the bottom pocket, he's taking a hard shot for maybe no up.
That was a big pocket because of that ball.
And now he's got that 10 ball, and like I said, if that 6-ball passes into
Yeah.
the bottom right corner, he could get going out of the gates here.
Sometimes you got to take that chance. You got to just man up and shoot something,
You weigh up your risk versus reward, and,
Right.
Get a little stale, just playing safety after safety after safety, But when it comes time to take that shot, you get a little tight. So, you just look to draw out of this.
Yeah, no, I like to follow. It was just because it moved things around a little bit.
I guess he was pushing that one that was just to the right of it down, knowing that he's probably going to tie something up over here, like he did, but he had the other ball, which was headed towards that other corner pocket.
It's an interesting layout right here.
Gonna play that 11 ball, maybe sweep up into those 3 balls there.
Yeah.
he had the insurance of the 15 ball there.
15 or the
Is
10?
that the 15 here?
I thought that was a 10. I
14?
could be wrong.
I wish we had a little telestrator.
Yeah.
We'll have to get Alvin to work on that.
It's a great view here. I love this camera angle and all the space to the left and the right of the table.
Yeah, the camera angle's great, but you know we're looking at a very small video screen.
Mm-hmm.
Corey just has a little bit more work to do. He's got those 2 balls on the left side, just below the side pocket, which he actually just broke up very nicely.
Probably get rid of this 5 ball down
Exactly,
there.
the 5 ball, then the 8, then back for the 2.
And bump that. There's a ball up there next to the rack. Probably come up and
That's
bump
6
that
ball,
out of the
that's
way.
6
Yeah,
ball.
because that's wants to
Better,
get that out of
better
there.
to bump the 6, because if you bump the 4, you might.
Well,
Well,
maybe he's using the 6. I
Corey
guess.
just told me differently.
Yeah. Either way.
Now maybe play that 4 ball into the side.
Or the 8. And,
Okay.
because the 8's a hanger.
Yeah, you want to leave that ball as the key ball to the break ball.
Yeah,
it's
that is.
pretty parallel to it.
And then the 11 for
Yeah,
the,
the 11
4.
before the 4. There's your little triangle in pattern.
Yeah.
You know, at my level, I see those triangles, but you probably see like hexagons and stuff like that.
I make up all kinds of shapes, you know. I have a funny philosophy on that. Actually, I like playing real good patterns, but my other philosophy, if you're not seeing the perfect patterns and you don't want to sit around and wait for them until you see them all day,
Mm-hmm.
you can play a kind of a goofy pattern, one that works,
Right.
as long as you have the cue ball control to execute it.
Right.
Like, that's what I tell everybody, is that a well-executed goofy pattern is better than a poorly executed perfect pattern.
Yep. I know sometimes playing that goofy pattern, that perfect end pattern actually shows up.
But the more you play, the more you start to see these, you know, like tic-tac-toe patterns. But it's still
I think it's just a matter
ball.
of getting on the right line
That's
for the
perfect.
first ball lead.
right. Do you have the schedule for the TV matches?
You know who Al Leon is? The guy that was sitting here. He has the full schedule for the And then Corey just, you think he'll stop here and just roll over here? Oh, it looks like he just nipped Jordan a little bit.
Off of this ball.
Yeah, off the key ball, which I was trying to figure out if he
Oh,
was
yeah.
just going to roll up a hair or, you know, you think Corey's going to lay into this break shot, maybe draw up to the top rail and back? You know,
Well, he's got to stretch, first of all. That's one reason I don't like it. And subject to scratch. I know Thorson's kind of a master at that power draw off the rack. But before, I don't see many other players hitting that. I'm sure there's a certain angle that he likes for that.
right.
Me, on this one, I like to just hit it, nudge a few balls out, and draw back to the middle of the
Right,
table. Don't hit
soft
the
draw
cue ball
back to
too
the middle
low.
of the table.
Yeah. I mean, you can hit it kind of hard, but don't hit the cue ball too low.
Right.
And then you force it back out just to a little bit off the rack.
Right. I mean, the cloth is in real good condition. It's brand new, and a nice, clean set of Aramis. It's you really don't have to lay into this type of break shot.
Now, if he had a little more, didn't have to stretch so much, but had the same angle,
Mm-hmm.
then maybe he could hit it hard like that. But I'm interested to see what he does.
Can you like stun it and float down?
Yeah, that's possible too.
You know, because you're going to be shifting 2 or 3 balls
Mhm.
downward.
Yeah. Or you could even hit it
Sometimes
soft
those lock up.
with follow, just even soft follow, and just play. It'll be one ball.
Yeah, you know, that's, I don't like that. You know, I kind of saw that coming with it. You're going to shift over those 3 balls like that. You know, maybe that's why Thorsten plays it the way he does. Get that dispersion, get away from it, and then come back down into it. You know, with that big draw shot.
You have to smash him. That's how I would have played the way he did
I
it,
mean,
or that's how I would have
he's
tried
got
to
a
play
good
it.
angle here on this 10 ball where he could go forward off the rail and free up those 2 balls. And possibly he might have that ball just to the left of the cluster on the side.
He tried to squeeze in
Tried to
there.
just get there. And
I don't think he
I
got it.
don't think he did. I mean, he could play that ball on the side. It's a tough little cut, especially from being on the rail like that. I'm not quite sure if he has that off combo that's at the bottom of the cluster.
Looks like a pretty good combo.
Yeah, I'm not sure though if that 13 ball is impeding the path to the combo. I see David is commenting on the 7 ball. I don't think Corey likes his situation here.
Well, he's gonna. It's kind of like the right shot to shoot it inside, but it's tough off the rail. So wants a little higher percentage shot.
He's playing safe here.
It's like Combo City.
I mean, is that 11 ball? Does that squeeze right through between that 4-5 into the corner? See the 11 ball?
Mhm.
Does that slide right through into the bottom right corner?
It might. Looks like he was looking at that.
You know, it's going to throw a little bit, you know, to the left of the pocket because he's shooting across at it. He went for the 4 combo and missed it. He's going to let S.Cohen back up at the table.
Well,
Yeah, but you know, Stefan doesn't have an easy go out of it here. He's, you know, balls really aren't open. He's got 2 balls tied up there on the left side of the table.
mhm. Well, that top. What's that? Is that the 7 up top, or?
Just to the left of the pack.
Yeah, but it's not easy to get on there because if he can get on that shot, well, there's a few shots he has, but it's not easy to get on any of them.
Right.
So he's got to make a good shot here.
Can he play that 11 up top and draw
Mhm.
and sweep over and play the that ball on the side?
He could do that or break up those balls.
That
This
ball
one.
actually passes.
Oh, this goes right in.
This is actually an easy start for him.
Stefan he ran 400 some balls a couple years ago.
Not too shabby.
No.
Not bad for a Frenchman.
A lot of guys run 400, you know.
As far as high runs, that seems like it's a kind of a breaking point.
Yeah, like the 4-minute mile,
Yeah.
right? Like in the modern day of professional pool, the high run that I've heard of is Thomas Engert ran 492 on a 9-foot table.
Wow.
Don Schmidt ran 400 and 401. I think Thorsten Holman has run a 400 and something. Do you know what that number was?
Not a fan. I know Earl ran a 408 if I'm not mistaken.
When?
Oh, this is some time back.
Really?
Yeah. I know in the last couple of days he ran 200 here while warming up, and he just sat down and quit.
That's what he told me. And then Jason Shaw ran
270, I think.
276. And Shane Van Boning broke his high run. Before it was like 113 or something.
No, he actually did 115 at our Super Blade.
That's what. Yeah, that was the one.
Challenge.
And then he ran a 211 here a couple nights ago.
Nice.
Table 18.
We're definitely fortunate enough to get that run on video of the 115.
Oh yeah.
I got that up on YouTube.
He's been beating the gaff games here. These guys, they challenge him if he gets to break. Start with ball in hand, I think, and run 13 balls in one pocket.
Okay.
And he's been beating them.
Right, looks like Stefan still has a little bit of work here to do. He's got those 2 balls that are a little tied up in the rack area. Looks like the 5 ball will actually go down into that bottom left pocket. It's just a matter of getting there. I mean, does he play that 11 ball up top right now and then play the 13?
Yeah, I like that. Just to get rid of that.
Or does he play the 11 to get on the 5, just roll up a hair, and then play the 5 to get it out of there?
Mm-hmm. That little combo is probably bugging him more than that 11.
Oh, I see what he's
He's
going
to get the 9-1.
Okay. Yeah, that works.
Yeah, and then leave those. Yep. It's funny. I mean, there's a big difference between a guy who's running around playing fast. It's amazing what you can do when you're in rhythm.
Right.
It's one you got to hand it to Mosconi. I mean, even though I really didn't see him play, but I imagine he played pretty fast, even in competition.
Right. You don't give your mind a chance to kick in and talk you out of the shot.
Right. But you also have to be feeling it. But sometimes you can put yourself in that zone just by doing it
Right.
like that.
Okay, he freed up that ball. Looks like the 11 ball will pass into the bottom right corner. And he'll play for the other ball there. It's the key ball to go one rail out of this. And pretty much put the cue ball back where it is right now. Perfect. We'll have to see where we're at with the score here. I know there was some intentional fouls and whatnot, so we'll have to let the players kick in and try and get a beat on where they're at.
All right, this if he hits the top ball pretty good, like I think he will, balls are going to break open real nice
I
here.
think you shoot it with a nice follow stroke. It'll hit the top maybe 8 ball and then warp over to the side rail and then back out.
Depends on where he hits that ball, how thin he hits it. With either side that he hits on it, it's probably going to turn out good.
Yeah. The follow once it hits that left side rail is actually going to kind of give it a little hook to stay down table.
Or he just might stay right in the middle, like bam. How he did what you said, warped a lot.
And he's got that 13 ball in the bottom right-hand corner. Actually, I would actually opt to shoot that now, drawing into that cluster, because you've got that ball on the left side there, the 15, possibly in the lower left corner. It's a good insurance ball. Or he can pop it and stay for the 5 in the bottom right-hand corner.
Yeah, I like that, because sometimes if that one on your left is the insurance, sometimes you get stuck and jacked up, and now you got to make a jacked up cut shot.
Yeah, you have to put a little bit of a nice draw stroke on that, just to get it out of there.
But I think the 5 should turn out good, as long as he doesn't get stuck on that 13. But if he goes into the 13, he's good. And then might push the 6 out or the 13 for a break shot. Oh, neither one. Just went right into the 9. That's clean. I like the pool ball carpeting here.
Kind of looks like we're in space.
I got this poster on my website, and God is breaking the balls, and the balls are turning into planets and
Was that one of your
comets.
paintings?
Yeah, it was. Oh, I designed it to be a poster. It's called The Big Bang.
Nice.
Made it in 1997. Had a bunch of them printed up. It's 24 by 36.
And what is the address for your website so that people out there could check it out?
Oh, it's maxeberly.com.
Okay, cool.
Thanks. Does he have a good break shot?
Yeah, I think I mean the 5 ball is a little high.
The 5 ball?
The 5 ball.
I think it's in the rack.
That ball.
That 1 ball. That's the.
That's the 1 ball.
Yeah, that's for me. That's too high to really play for.
Mm-hmm.
But it's good for the side pocket. On the right hand side, I shoot it over in that right hand side with an angle. I mean, last resort, I would use it as a regular break shot, but I don't like having to follow into the rack that much.
Can you play for the 4, which is to the right there as the break shot? Or is that too far and too low?
It's a little low. Yeah, you could probably get a little bit of a break with that if you needed to. Be interesting to see what he does. The 11 could be a break shot, side pocket break shot.
I think just took away that one option. Can he follow this 11 into the side and maybe sweep that ball down a little bit?
It's a good idea. Yeah, pump it out to the side a little. Looks like he's gonna keep everything. Well, you know, he might do what you said right here.
He might slide right off of that ball, moving it downward a little bit.
Let's see if he takes my side pocket break shot, because he's got a pattern for it.
Definitely there. Yeah, you can play that ball on the left side rail to follow it down a little bit to have that ball on the side.
It was apparently Greenleaf's favorite break shot, Ralph Greenleaf, the side pocket break.
Nice.
And he used to hit it real hard.
Yeah, I actually like the side pocket break. Looks like he didn't quite come over enough. I think he's just going to come one rail out here and play that ball in the lower left corner.
Yeah, he you know, he was doing what you had in mind the whole time. You know what? Maybe that shot's better than I thought.
You know, you got to be careful here, though, because you can't hit this one too hard, because she might actually hit the side of the rack and maybe scratch in that bottom right-hand corner. So you got to really maintain the speed here on this shot.
So you think he could curve around the top ball, hit the side of the rack?
Yeah, glance the side of the rack and scratch.
Well, that'd be awful. That's why I don't like this location, because it's played for the absolute perfect angle.
Right.
Kind of, you know, you have a little leeway.
Well, obviously he wanted a little bit better on this, but I think as long as he hits this delicately, a couple balls will come out.
You know what? It looks better than I thought with the rack there. He's going to go into the top, one of the top, maybe hit both top balls here. Yeah, that's a lot better than I
just got to
thought.
watch, though, that he doesn't hit that side rail and maybe come over and scratch on the opposite side. Is that a possibility? You got to be careful, because the ball's going to pick up English when it hits the rack as you're coming across it.
Depends on how hard you hit it. Yeah, let's see what he
Put a
does.
little bit inside English to check it out, maybe.
Possibly. But yeah, he just maybe just straight top, but I don't like it. But he
He's
got
got that ball hanging on the side, so he's okay. As long as that cue ball will pass the 8 ball there.
Tell you what I've been doing a lot lately. This is kind of I don't know if it's a secret. It might not be the right thing either, but I've been doing it. But I put a premium on making the break shot.
Okay.
And so I've been doing a lot of just center ball with top. And it's been working pretty good for me.
I see quite a lot of players are doing that. You know, I try a lot of times. I put a lot of English on balls, even when it's not necessary. And I'm watching a lot of these players here, and it's just basically center ball, maybe a little above center, a little below, not really spinning the balls.
No, I haven't run. I run my high run's 196. Run a lot of hundreds, a lot of, you know, the 80s and 90s and stuff. So I'm not saying that is the right way to play, but winning, you know, when you want to just run some balls and not make a mistake, just use center ball.
Did he just miss that
Yeah,
shot?
he did. Well, that was a tough shot because he's jacked up. Pretty badly jacked up, shooting at an angle.
Unfortunate error there.
A very small pocket when you're shooting 45 degrees.
Right.
That shot was like a lot tougher than it looked. But my point is that break shot, missing a break shot with the right English is is worthless.
Right.
Better just make the ball.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
9 times out of 10.
I mean, yeah, absolutely. You know, if you don't make the ball and you break them open, what good does it do you? Your opponent's just going to get up and he's going to take your work away from you.
That's the worst thing ever.
Did Corey take a break or something?
I think so. You know, jacking up on the, if he took a little more time, sometimes when you focus on those shots, um, and you stay down and you hit it good, you still come close to missing because you were jacked up. It was in the side pocket. You hit it soft and it rolled off, but it went into one side of the pocket. Like, that's a tough shot, even if you hit it,
Well,
real
if you
good.
get a little bit of English on it, you might miss a little bit, being that you're jacked up like
Yeah.
that.
So the point being that if you just kind of jump up there and hit it, yeah, you're going to miss it a lot more. And if you try hard, take a little more time on it, bear down, do everything right, that's worth its weight in gold if you try real hard.
And what do you do? What do you do if you're Corey coming into this? Do you play that combo, or do you play that 3-ball into the bottom right-hand corner to free up those balls there? The problem I see with doing that is you're going to run into that blue ball, the 4-ball or 2-ball. Maybe it's going to run into your breakable.
This is the 3-ball, right?
Yeah.
So I'd play that ball first, then the 3, nudge those balls open, and then play these balls. Use the 7 to break open the balls on the bottom rail.
Right.
Even though those balls up by the spot don't need to be broken up because they will go in.
Yeah, it's just
I'd do it anyway.
Taking the right ball first.
Yeah. Eventually get that ball up table, but my first concern is the couple clusters, or at least that one cluster on the bottom rail.
I don't like that ball up top being like it's almost mid-table right up on the rail.
Mm-hmm.
It's not bad when you have a second ball down table
right.
Not to work with it. You know, either to lead you towards it or to lead you back down. He took care of that little issue very nicely.
We'll see if well, he's gonna get this. He's figuring out how to get that combo broken up on the bottom.
Right. He might be better off shooting it after this ball.
Yeah.
Because he still has that other ball there, the 9-ball.
Mm-hmm.
As a possibility in case they don't quite open the way he would have liked.
Right. He might use the 7. See, now he can hit that ball thin, come off of that bottom rail.
Right. Now, do you want to hit this going in or on the way back out?
Going in, like that.
Okay.
That was nice. You don't want to hit it full in the face.
Right.
It's the last thing you want to do.
It's going to be like a little pendulum ball.
Right.
The other one's just going to double hit and stay there. It's not going to solve anything.
Yeah, it'll make the cluster even tougher.
Right.
Freeze them at a 45-degree angle. And they'll be laughing at you with both balls.
Oh, I know that feeling. Still has to work with that ball at table. I'm not really sure how he's going to get there at this point. And the ball on the left side of the table, and it's not a real issue. And it's off the rail, so it's an easy ball to get position off of. And when the balls are on the rail, it's a little more tedious to work something with it. But it's not that big of an issue over there. No, I like actually playing this 11 ball on the side right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, may as well since you're straight in on it.
Go right after that ball that's hanging in the bottom right afterwards.
Yeah, just to get so you can get right on that.
Maybe play for the 6 or the 9 afterwards.
Maybe get the 9 next, then the hanger, then the 6. That way you don't have to play double shape.
Right.
On the 6, then the 9. But if you get the 9, then the corner ball.
Actually taking the break ball away. Is he going to play for the 6 ball as the break ball?
I don't know. I'm surprised because that one was sitting perfect. He wanted to get.
He saw that as a lead ball to get back on table.
Yeah, but He must have.
Corey likes to shoot those behind the rack break shots.
That one's pretty far from the center line, though. I guess he likes it, though. I guess it doesn't have to be right on that line.
He's thinking he'll play this ball on the right side to get to that ball,
Mhm.
and then he'll hit the weak part of the rack on the left side.
Well, now the 11's a problem, though, because it's a funny angle in the side. He's going to have to play perfect shape, either up in the corner or in the side.
I see him going this 15 ball to the 9 in the bottom right-hand
Yeah.
corner to get into the 11 to play for the 4
Right.
or the 6.
Now, will he try to get this in the side or in the corner?
I think he's going to play it on the side. Obviously, the ball up in the corner is a bigger pocket.
Right.
And it doesn't demand such a precise position to get for it. Whereas the side, it's a little more demanding where you are for it. He's looking at the side now, weighing his options to the corner. Looks like I think he's going to play this in the corner. This way he could stroke this ball a little bit better. He doesn't have to worry about it. Okay, he saw something a little differently. I'm not sure why he did that.
Corey was talking before this match. We're talking about his last match. He ran like 96 on Earl in one of his matches. I think it was Earl, maybe it was another guy. But anyway, it took him like 5 innings to make
he didn't quite get there.
4 balls, he said.
He's going to have to go back and forth here. And maybe put a little bit inside English to sweep down to play for the left side of the 6 and play. He's just got to watch he doesn't scratch. If he's putting a lot of English on this ball, he's coming right towards it.
Man, wow. That was a good call because he almost scratched.
Actually, one of the runs that I have on video, I played a shot like that.
And scratched?
I know, I did the same thing. I hit the point and escaped it and got on my break shot.
Yeah, that's not the one you want to be shooting.
No.
He messed up. He didn't roll firm.
I didn't like his end pattern there.
Should have rolled up, shot the ball in the corner, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, just taking that. Sometimes you get tight out there.
Yeah.
These are buckets. Look how slow. This is what I was thinking. Before the tournament, Jason Shaw ran 276 balls on that table.
On that very table.
Earl ran 200. Earl's like, yeah, everybody's gonna run 200-300 balls, and that was like, okay. And I'm thinking, wait till the tournament starts. Let me see how fast and loose and how many hundreds you're running. And now look, everybody's all tight, and not everybody's running out those hundreds.
We've had a couple, but nothing crazy.
So that straight pool is a little different when you're out here in the World Championship or a big straight pool tournament. You got to be like Mike Tyson.
Right. Do you follow this with inside English and go 3 rails behind, or do you? Well, I think he's going to be hitting the meat of the rack. I think he's going to be hitting the 8 ball.
I like high left in this particular case, just because. Well, I want to make it. I might even. Yeah.
He's hitting in the center of the pack.
Well, maybe one, maybe 11. Yeah, 1 in the 11, or maybe just 11. But
yeah, that's the problem. The ball was going to carry him off so low, and that the left-hand English is not really going to sweep him out. I think he was better off going the 3 rails behind than that type of shot.
You got to hit it harder though, and then you might miss. That's the problem. And but like I'm saying, before, there's a premium on making the break shot. If you miss, there's nothing worse than a missed break shot. So that might have been the right shot, what you said. Juice it up with high right.
Right.
But now you're playing on a Holhausen, which rattles, even though it has big pockets. If you hit it funny, it will rattle because of the angle of the pockets. And that was a funny angle. Like if you hit the rail going in hard.
Right.
So now you have a big chance of missing if you hit the rail going in, and then you just open it up for the other guy. Now playing by yourself, just seeing how many balls you can run. or if you're just Mr. Supreme Confidence and you go for everything and you feel totally good,
Right, right,
you
right.
know. But you can see how like a little reserved they're playing.
He's probably going to play this 11 to lead back for that 9 ball. Don't think he quite got the angle that he wanted. He rolled a little too far. Yeah, I don't think he has that 5 ball in the bottom right hand corner.
So Corey, he was talking about how it's funny that the score affects the way you play.
Mm-hmm.
Or how it can affect the way you play. But if we didn't know the score and we just got out every inning to play that inning, whether you're down 99-0 or you're up 96-3, a lot of times that has an effect on how you play, for good or for better. But really, you gotta get out there and play like it's, you know, another inning and just play your best.
Right.
You can't get out there and be like, oh, this match is over and goof off, you know, or I got this match and then let your guard down. So there's a premium on consistency and like having your routine, the way you're playing,
Right, right.
and yeah, stuff like that. That 11 ball looks like it's a good little
Yeah, I think
break
that
shot.
may pass the one that's in the bottom of the cluster there.
Mm-hmm.
He's lining up that 3-ball combo into the corner, though.
Corey'd rather shoot a 3-ball combo just because he likes that kind of stuff.
Unfortunately, that 5-ball, it takes away a lot right now that he can't just play the 10 for that 11, because his position margin to get for that 11 is a lot less because it's there.
Mm-hmm. Because of that 1 ball?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
He
one.
might be able to pop into the mound, go forward, and maybe play the ball that's close to the bottom rail there.
Right.
And he's still looking at that 3-ball combo. I don't think he likes walking away from the table wondering, did it go?
No way. No way. That was tricky because the balls weren't frozen,
Yeah.
and weird things happen. Sometimes you think it's going to throw, but it cuts.
Right.
Sometimes you hit it harder, and it causes a miss.
Right.
Like if he hit that real soft, it might have gone because the way
Mhm.
that, you know, just the cloth and the
Yeah,
pocket.
being that he was shooting across it, it may have pushed it
Right.
to the rail, to the right side of the rail.
Yeah, those are iffy type combos.
Especially, like you said, with that space, you don't really know exactly how much it's going to throw because of that space.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to get maybe add a little bit of English to change that.
Mm-hmm.
You use your gear system to make the throw that you need.
Right. Now is he Frenchman? Because he knows that chance. Corey, too, you give me a chance. I think you're going to run one under the net on me.
Does he play this 8-ball right now? You know, to free up that ball with those 2 balls that are sitting in the rack area.
Not a bad idea. Kind of go right in between those 2 and then leave the
Lightly
11.
sweep into them and then have the 11 as an
Yeah.
insurance ball.
Yeah, I like that. Or just do it that way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's another ball up there, which is fine because they work hand in hand up there together. You actually might leave one of those balls as a key ball.
Yep.
Since it's on the same side of the table as his break ball.
Mm-hmm. That 7's actually can be a good key ball once in a while if you have an angle on it.
Right.
And you can go around 2 rails underneath.
He plays the ball on the rail here and pretty much comes out where he is now. Maybe you can draw this out a little bit. No, he's going to go. He tried to better the break ball.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. I think it might work out the way he wanted, though, because he's a little awkward now shooting that 11.
Why did he do that? I mean, because they're so tough to get. If you're better in that, how are you gonna? What shape are you playing for? You know.
Yeah, I know.
But he runs 400 balls,
He
so
gambled.
he's not
I
playing
think he
fast and
wanted to
loose. That's the problem.
hit that ball a little bit fuller, moving it up like he did. But since he hit the side of the ball, he swept off it and worked away from the 11 ball. And now he's kind of, if he chooses to shoot one of these balls up top, he's shooting over the ball. He really made this a little tough on himself.
What do you think the best zone to be in is? The best state of mind on the table, like or the best feeling?
The best feeling.
Well, my question is not very good. Like, okay, well, what I'm trying to say, when you know the ball's going in, pretty much every shot, you're so confident, you're not even worried about missing.
Right.
That's the best thing,
And
because now you're just walking the cue ball around.
That position, you know
Yeah.
exactly where it's going to land.
Yeah, and then you get the guys out here like this, even though they're both world champions, or anybody. I'm not saying all the time, but the possibility of missing enters their mind.
Right.
And not so much.
Kind of like that Zen way of thinking.
I don't know. It's just more like heaven on the pool table,
Sure.
right?
Sure.
It's but yeah, I would think so. It'll fall into Zen.
Do you relax subconscious, state?
It's such a good way to play pool when you're in that state where you
Right. He actually
know the
he
ball's
made
going
this
in.
work. All he's going to do
Yeah,
here
I'm
is
impressed.
he's going to sweep off this ball, maybe go to the rail and out, which is the better way because you can control it better.
Yeah. Yeah.
A lot of times you look to shoot that ball and you end up checking it up and you end up really flat in your break ball. So you're better off leading towards the rail and working out. You get better judge of speed.
As a side note, even though they're not playing like fast and loose, that's the mark of a champion. Like, even though you're a little bit tight or the balls aren't perfect for you, you're not playing perfect position, to be able to like get out anyway, like fight your way through
Right.
the rack, jack up, make that long shot, recover.
See where we're at with the score here. 35-28 in favor of Mr. Cohen.
Nice looking break shot here.
Now you just hit this with a follow stroke, maybe a little bit of a left-hand English.
Ooh, look at that. Wow. It's as nice a looking as a break shot that was. He ended up scratching in the corner pocket.
Oh, he did. I'm sorry.
I want to
Mr.
play on the tight
Elvin's
pocket.
here working the technical side of our stream.
Yeah, the slow crawl into the corner. Espresso, I need my espresso.
I got a site-state router.
Alvin Nelson on the technical aspects. Doing a great job as always for InsidePool.tv.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he just actually mentioned that we're actually not streaming right now.
Oh, really?
But we are recording. So we're just going to keep going here. We're going to talk like you guys are still there. Because there will be an audience for the DVDs once they're done.
Oh, I thought you said we are streaming still.
No, he's playing around with the router settings.
Who does Corey do? Trivia question. Whose talking style Corey's chalking style modeled after?
You got me there. I mean, I know he chalks a little untraditionally. He kind of like grinds it in.
Well, he shoots with his right hand and he chalks with his left hand, right?
Right.
So I do the opposite. But I think it's very efficient to do it like he does because you're not always switching the cue around.
Right.
I kind of like, I mean, I enjoy the way that but I think I like the way he does it. And I saw an old tape of Jimmy Karras.
Mm-hmm.
And Jimmy's doing the same thing, and he kind of shakes his cue. And he grew up with Jimmy Karras. He learned from Jimmy Karras how to play straight pool.
Okay.
I'm not saying he modeled it after him, but there's a chance that he did. Or maybe subconsciously it just turned out that way. Or it's just his own style. But it was interesting to see Jimmy Karras chalking. Very similar.
You know, one of my old mentors, when I first started playing, he always used to tell me to actually chalk with your hand that actually holds so it holds on the route. You know, if you're right-handed, you would use your right hand to chalk,
Right,
and
right.
while it actually stops your train of thought, so you could chalk. But meanwhile, when you're doing that, you could actually relook at the table at that same time.
I like looking at the tip a lot too when I chalk, so doing it with my right hand makes sense for me.
Right.
But if you have that feel and you don't need to look at it, that's fine too.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Earl maybe chalks with his right hand. Well, it's just interesting. Everybody out there listening, kind of take note of that and watch your favorite players. Pay attention to yourself and the players in your pool hall, what they do.
Corey's got quite the situation here.
Yeah, what are you going to do here?
I mean,
Power
do
draw?
you play safe?
Well,
That's exactly what he did. Put him in the center of the table up on the rail.
That's a good shot.
Is there a dead carom there, or else that 9 ball, that use a 5 ball into the lower left-hand corner? You know, if he at the head ball and just on the left there, maybe rolling right up into that, getting into that ball, shooting it into the bottom left.
Really?
I mean, I wouldn't take it. It looks like it might be there.
You'd have to, I mean, if it was really there, you might take it.
That depends on who my opponent is.
Tell you what, knowing those combos and being able to read them is key, because they definitely win a lot of matches for you. So everybody out there, study up on that. But this is a really great shot by Corey, I believe. Really put Stefan, he might just take a foul here.
Right.
You know what I mean? But then now he's at a disadvantage, because if they go back and forth, he'd be the first on 3.
Exactly.
That's why it's a really good shot, and it's a real tough shot to play a safety off of. See what he does. I think he's at a big disadvantage here.
Just looking at what's frozen. Does he have a ball that he can just roll right into? And if they're frozen, he's going to get a good reaction on the second ball. So, from his perspective, I don't like the position that I'm in right now. No matter what you do, you're going to loosen something up, right? Either leaving an easy safety again or a shot. He's taking a back scratch, maybe just tickling those balls.
Right. Look at this.
Yeah, I think he gave it to him.
Good Lord.
He's definitely got that 4 ball on the bottom.
It was better just to take a foul, or he did take a foul, but now he took a foul that left him a shot.
You know, he took the foul. Either way, it's a foul, but he gave him the opportunity now, because if he just left it up top, or he's just going to back scratch, eventually it's on Stefan to do something. Play that 4 ball and you just that's 2 rails, maybe play for that 5 ball. Staying underneath it. He's perfect here.
Tell you what,
Stefan, he doesn't have a guaranteed shot after this, but really have a lot to work with.
That was unfortunate for Stefan. He really let the cat out of the bag here. You know, it was he's just trying to land up in those balls like a one pocket shot, but
Yeah.
one little inch
Yeah,
gave Corey a little
I
opening.
don't think it was unfortunate. I think, you know, he was. I don't think he was in a really good position
Well,
to start with.
well,
You
you're
know,
right.
he
Yeah,
gambled on it. I don't think he called it bad luck.
right. It was a risky. Anything he did was kind of tough there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, maybe what he tried was pretty good, all considering.
And maybe, you know, Corey saw that from all the one pocket
Mhm.
he's been playing lately. He's seeing that more defensive side of the game. I think Corey's going to shoot that 11 and go up and back and maybe play for that 6 ball in the bottom right-hand corner. I don't think that 6 passes into the side pocket from here.
Yeah, 100 to 13. 100 to 13. Yeah, last night I beat Johnny Hedger,
And, you know, Corey's,
yeah, playing
it's not a super tough shot, but he is shooting off the rail here. Kind of limits what he can put on the ball here. Not like he needs a lot on it, but he's not going to have a real open stroke with this type of shot.
Mhm.
yeah, I'm gonna have to play the last yeah, I won 3 matches, so I should stick to the next round. So tomorrow it goes to the elimination bracket.
Wow.
There's 24 players. I have to play the loser out.
Stefan, looks like Corey didn't quite where he wanted to. Let's see how he handles this one.
He's a little, yeah.
And Corey's not liking it.
Straight pool's funny. It's not as easy as it looks or sounds.
Yeah. Everyone says, like, you got all these balls to shoot in any pocket. You know, it sounds, you know,
Right.
sounds easy
Okay.
until you're actually on the table. And you realize, you know, what balls link to each other and how crucial it is sometimes to just get right on that one ball.
Yep.
I think I see David in the chat. He's like, Max, it's like, oh, come on, Max, 14.1 is easy.
It can be. It can look easy. That's what my grandpa said about Mosconi. He said every time he saw Mosconi, he ran over 100 balls. He said it was like nothing watching Billy.
Easy, yeah.
They made it look so easy. It was boring, kind of. The only question whatsoever was, is he going to get a break shot?
Yeah.
You know, or get balls after the break. And usually he did.
You know, David is actually giving you a compliment right now. He says Max Everly makes it look easy.
Thanks, man. David Sapolis.
Dave Sapolis.
Sapolis.
Blackjack.
Like Metropolis, kind of. Excellent instructor David is. Check out his stuff.
At Blackjack University.
Deadstroke University, maybe?
That's correct.
Yeah.
I apologize, David. A little tired right now. I haven't had much sleep the last couple of days.
You learned a lot from some legends like Cicero Murphy and others. Cicero's an interesting player.
God, he hit it.
Look at that. Is he trying to break those up?
I think he overdid it. I think he was
Good Lord.
judging by the line he was taking. I think he was playing for that 6 ball in the
Really?
corner.
Maybe hit it thinner than he thought.
Yeah, the cue ball didn't lose any momentum.
Look at this. It's a perfect little break shot. Can
I
nudge
guess
the
that 6 ball
7.
passes into the side.
Looks like it. Yeah, he hit. No,
So
look
he's
at
actually
that.
got that
13.
11 ball,
Or 11,
13.
whatever it is.
This is
Hit
just
the
stop,
11.
stop, stop. Actually, you just want to
Stop,
roll up a little
follow.
bit after the 3 ball in the corner.
Mm-hmm. Interested to see how he shoots, what kind of spin he puts on his break shot.
Now, I think this ball, you're okay hitting it at a little left-hand English and just going the one rail out. If you're going to be hitting between the center and that third ball.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, in the second ball. So you're not really hitting a meaty part of the rack.
A buddy of mine texted me, David DeLugich from Memphis texted me that Corey learned from D. Atkins a lot as a kid. That's probably after what's the guy? Karras. And D's given some lessons lately, some clinics and stuff. And D learned some stuff from David Howard. So there's a lot to be learned out here.
Absolutely. Everyone has their own technique and different style, and sometimes you put all those different styles together and you form your own style.
Right.
And, you know. But, you know, the other side of this, sometimes all those different knowledge come together. It just makes it harder for it all to click. You know,
Mm-hmm.
your brain gets so confused with all these different sources of information that come
Right.
together. You know?
Right. Eventually it does.
Actually, out to go 3 rails behind.
Yep. Now Dennis Hatch, he likes that shot, doing that with the 3 rails.
Mm-hmm.
And he's having a good tournament. He just won 100 to 13, I think.
Yeah, I think
Against
he's got
Jason
his
Shaw.
3 wins. So
He ran
he's looking
86.
like he could proceed into the tournament stage, I believe.
But I was telling him earlier that's really not all you want to go for, because if you can win all your matches, now you're going to be seated higher in the final 32,
Right.
which is a good thing. And the better scores that you do also helps your seeding.
Right.
So don't just like rest on your 3 wins. You know what I mean?
Right.
You want to try to win every single match in the round robin.
Now, does the top seed actually get a bye in the first round of the
No.
tournament, or?
No, shouldn't.
Okay.
But should play the
I've never
bottom
made
seed.
it out of the round robin, so I'm not quite sure on how it works.
Yeah, the top seed plays the bottom seed,
Okay.
and then second seed plays the bottom seed, and so on. Yeah. Sure to get there. One of these tournaments.
Can I clip that 4 ball? Actually, early yesterday, they found out that 2 players weren't going to make it, and they were looking for some players.
Really?
So my good friend Charlie Eames and another friend of mine, Eddie Clark,
Mm-hmm.
they just whipped out their wallets and they threw hundreds down and said, "Come on, Steve,
580?
let's play."
That's cool.
But I couldn't do it.
Oh,
You know,
darn.
I'd feel guilty.
Really?
Yeah.
Guilty why?
I don't, I felt honored that they thought that way, that I should play. But I just don't feel like I'm playing well enough to actually do well.
Well, that's one way you get your
To spark your game a
experience.
little bit.
Well, you gotta get under the heat in order to become used to it.
Right. Yeah, I just felt like my mindset wasn't totally there
Well,
into playing the game.
you know how you feel, so at the same time,
Right.
don't want to jump in just to throw down $600.
Right. Yeah, I played a qualifier over to Amsterdam,
Mm-hmm.
and I took 3rd in the qualifier. My 3rd year in a row I've actually taken 3rd.
Well, they didn't give it to you. You had to take it. So
Yeah. We'll get there. So, anyway, back to the game.
that's a weird little 4-ball lineup right there. And the
Yeah.
1 ball's blocking a good. So he might use the 1, or just nudge it like that, like he did.
Yeah, those 4 balls lined up like that were like those balls that are on the string that are on your
Right.
desk. They swing back and forth. The ones in the middle always stay together. It's just the outer ones that
Right.
actually break free.
Yeah, and that's what happened. Look at that. Now he's got to break up those two. I was gonna say
I
he could
think he
do it with the
wanted to
5.
roll forward like a ball of
Yeah.
distance to leave and give him the angle to sweep back into him, and he didn't quite get there. He doesn't really have an angle to just roll forward a little bit to have an angle to either throw into those or. He's gonna have to shoot this 4 and sweep over maybe and break up that 8-2.
No, he could.
Is he going to play for the 4 to get on that 14 and maybe stop back there and play one of those balls up top to either corner?
Yeah, he could play him up in the corner.
The problem there is that he's not going to have a break shot.
Yeah.
He's taking away all of his possibilities in order to solve this problem. Or is he just going to look to play safe after it? Yeah, can he, at that point, nudge one of those balls out of the break shot and stay in the rack area, give him ball in hand up top?
Possibly. Oh, we might draw into the 2-8, nudge the 8 out for a break shot and hope he has a shot on the 2.
Exactly. Do you hit this hard enough so the 8 actually hits the rail and back out? Or do you try and judge the speed just to shift it over that foot?
Wow. That
You
was
hit
cool.
it good, but doesn't have a gimme on this, on the 2.
4 rails, cut it in the lower right pocket. Well, that's real thin.
Yeah, that cue ball is going to be whipping around the table.
Or you could do an Efren kill shot, cut it in the lower left, kill it around 2 rails, just perfect for the 8, right around the 8.
That's a tough shot.
Oh, look at this. Yeah, he's going to do your shot.
Play shape for the,
The 2 comes up top, right?
Yep.
He didn't get the angle he wanted.
No, he didn't. He's real steep on this. I mean, it's a makeable shot. Definitely the break shot is there, going to the rails, back 2 rails and into the pack.
Steve, any idea what the score is?
Not quite sure.
Can we read that?
Well, they haven't adjusted yet, and it's 39-37 in favor of Corey Duel, but I think Mr. Cohen shot every ball in this rack. So that would make it 53-37.
Might have to get out of here before the match is over. Go take a nap. I got to play again at 6.
Okay.
Play Appleton.
Actually, Mr. Cohen has 51-39. I'm sorry there, I inverted the score. I'm sorry, David. I'm doing my best with the counting here. I think Max is actually going to break away and take a little nap. He has
All right, guys. I'll see you later. Thanks a lot. Thank you, Steve. It was fun.
It was a pleasure, Max.
Thanks, man.
Glad you joined in with us. I think we're going to have Upstate Al coming back in the booth. Max has a match a little bit later, so he wants to get some rest. Because Mr. Cohen looks up at the shot. He is real steep on this ball. He looks like he's right on that 50-yard line. I personally, if I'm him, I'm shooting to the to my right side pocket, right corner pocket. Yeah, it's just my personal preference. What side of the table I see better from that perspective. Can he just bank this ball down and maybe go 2 rails and just freeze up on this bottom rail here? Oh, he's going to freeze up right on the pack. He's not taking any chances. And he got the rail. Okay. And Mr. Duel got out of that rather nicely. I'm not sure. I don't think he has that 6 ball in the bottom right corner. I think he's kind of tucked in behind that 11. Looks like I'm flying solo here in the booth. I apologize, guys. Al's running around. He's trying to get information about the tournament. Oh, he did have that 6 ball. Look at that. That was a great shot. And again, he's faced with that same shot on the 6 ball up top. I'm sorry, the 4 ball. He's got to be careful because he's going to be leaning over that ball if he elects to shoot one of those balls down table. He's got to watch that none of his attire touches that ball either. Oh, that was real unfortunate. Wasn't the easiest of shot, but unfortunately he gave Corey a real big opportunity to come back and get in the game. Now look, I think playing the combination is probably the safer shot. He could break up the cluster, and he's definitely got an insurance ball sitting in the corner there. Oh, actually, he's got the 4 ball. Didn't see that right away. That just opened up the rest of the game. Let him back in. Yeah. Let's get that ball set in the corner. Probably swing out. Maybe mid-table. No. Kind of gambled there. And maybe now shooting this ball up on the rail and just go mid-table and give yourself as many opportunities as possible.
The following players will be heading to their tables for this round. Tom Boyd, Bob Pellegrino, table 24. Jerry Campbell, Joshua Smith, 23. Mike Davis, Eric Hinks, 14. Charlie Eames holding chin, table 15. And Oliver Boykin, Rick Hutton, table 13. All beginning to your tables for your 2:30 match. Mr. Lewandowski, Mr. Shibby, as soon as I have the table open, you will be on the first open table. And you will do a streaming match.
So let it be written, so let it be done. All right, everybody, welcome once again to the 2013 World 14.1 tournament here at Steinway Billiards in New York City. This is InsidePool.tv, Inside Pool Magazine, co-production with NYCGrind.com. As you're enjoying watching Mr. Deuel here, who scores on the right-hand side, which reads 39 now, but I'm sure he'll readjust it just a moment as he sets up for his break ball. I want to welcome everybody out on Ustream.tv. Thanks a lot for joining us. And Dragon Promotions, Aramith, Pool and Billiard, Master Chalk, the Amsterdam Billiard Club, for Fury Cues, Tournament Edition Cloth, Championship, Olhausen Billiards, CNGGas.com. Big thanks to Steinway Billiards for hosting the event and taking good care of Inside Pool. I've been avoiding the commentary booth because I am not as adept in straight pool as many of the other fine individuals here. We have the select straight pool crowd, the New York crowd, gathered around the pool table here to watch Corey Deuel do what Corey Deuel does, as well as Mr. Stephen Cohen. So let's update our score now. It is now 52 in favor of Mr. Corey Deuel, as well as 52 in favor of Stephen Cohen. Thanks to our moderators, Upstate Al, Corner Market Bob, Pops 89 Live, of course, J.R. Calvert, the main man behind all the magic here. B-Doc, we got Anya, the moderator, and of course all the viewers out there. Thank you everyone for joining us. I am honored to be here with you, as usual. Straight pool is Corey Deuel's one of his favorite things he likes to do, practice. Spent time hanging out with Corey, and he loves doing straight pool runs. I knew he would be here, so. Big thanks to Charlie Williams and Cindy Lee from Dragon Promotions for putting on the event. Corey's got that super stable stance, stroke, perfectly straight. He commands the ball and tells it what to do. This guy eats, sleeps, lives, everything pool. One of the best players on the planet for sure, especially in recent. Been playing really well. He's got a good attitude too, Corey's in good spirits. And he's developing nicely into one of the top elite players, which he has been for a while, but you know. Don't forget the live stream news, forums, live-stream livestream-news.com, I believe. Corey's a multi-dimensional player, that's for sure. He really tunes in with the table and the game at a higher level than most of the planet's players. And I believe that Corey's one of the types that believes anything's possible, and he knows that his mind is more powerful, and he uses that ability to make shots that most of the people can't make. All right, the live stream newsman himself, Upstate Al.
Back in the seat. This is some match. I had a lot of back saves in this match, I heard.
Yeah, I just kind of stepped into it.
Yeah, same here.
Max and Steve Kurtz.
And tied at 52 apiece, huh?
Did a good job so far. No, Corey should be the next rack ahead after this. He wants to get this over with, and I know Corey can run some balls once he gets in control of the table.
He likes to break from the back of the pack, but
looks like he got a little tall there. He can catch the corner ball, yeah. I'm sure. The corner too, but he'll probably get deflected right about where the 15 ball is. Bottom of the pack break shot. If he would have had a little more angle, I think it would be a more ideal situation. But he's Corey Deuel. He's gonna make the best out of it.
Well, he's got to catch the bottom corner balls here and hopefully not get caught up.
Sure.
In the pack.
He can do it.
Just caught the edge of it. It's gonna be okay. I'm so used to seeing the slam and open the pack up, when the plays are up there, but when the break shot is right, it just opens up the pack and spreads it with multiple shots. It's really nice to see.
For sure.
He's got an opportunity here to come back around and break it up. Well, I was going to say right now, but turnover ran to 9.
Yeah, this is a perfect Corey Deuel shot, though. I mean, that last shot and this shot here.
He's going to set up with a side pocket now, and then use the 10 as his next break shot.
Nice.
And we're going to have guest commentator, a really real pleasure and a real honor to welcome Mr. Ralph Eckert into the booth right now. Welcome.
Hello.
How you
It's
doing? I'm Upstate Al, you know, from across the world.
Upstate Al. Okay.
Finally put a name and a face together.
Well, it's a pleasure for me to be here. So we have a very interesting match going on. The actual score is like 60-60, 50-50.
Yeah, it's close. It's close. Corey's on a run right now. I
Mhm.
believe Alvin said that he ran the last rack. I'm not certain if he ran the whole rack. And just to bring everybody up to date out there on the stream, Ralph Eckert was the first one in this tournament to run 100, right?
Yeah, it was 100 out.
Yeah.
My opponent made the opening break, and that's it. I had a nice roll then.
I'm sure not your first time.
No, not the first time. But then I lost right away the next match to Charlie. It's always hard to play Charlie, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Well, hard to play any of you guys. Not only Charlie.
Okay, so Corey has a tough situation here. If there's no combination available, I don't know. Ooh!
Nice shot.
Ooh! I would love to have a closer look at this kind of combination he was
We could
shooting
run the
there.
replay as we're sitting here, but the viewers are not going to be able to see it.
Oh, okay. So we're going to watch it. Who cares?
It'll all be recorded.
Okay, greetings to Germany, by the way, here, yeah, because we have also some listeners from Germany, I heard.
And who are some of your sponsors, Ralph?
Oh, I have two sponsors. One is Arthur Q from Germany. They make high-class cues,
What kind of-
very expensive.
What's the web address? Do they have a web address? I would imagine they do.
Of course, they have billiard.cc. That's it.
Billiard.cc.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I have Q-Pod as a sponsor, which is the new chalk holder.
I like them. Yes, yes.
With those semi-precious stones inlays and things like
I
that.
met them at the Super Billiards Expo.
Oh, you
They
do?
were out there, yeah.
So let's go back here. How was Stefan doing in this match so far?
I've come into the match just the same way you've done.
Oh, is that
When
right?
I've stepped out.
Okay.
We're now sitting at the match.
Okay, so it looks like he can get the one ball, and probably it's this darker ball, the two ball, probably as the break shot, the next break shot maybe, if it's not inside the rack.
It's close. It looks like it might just be outside, or you can try to make
If it's
accurate, right?
if it's inside the rack, then he might go for the four ball as a break, alternatively. Anyhow, now he goes for probably 11 and then the 12 ball. No, he goes this way, all the way around. Why not? It's his personal choice. Normally the player is the chief on the
Your
table.
comfort zone, right? You got to be comfortable.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I have a hard time commentating on straight pool because I don't see the patterns the way you do as a straight pool player.
Oh, if I would make a prediction like I already tried to, I'm wrong also, like more than 50%, because there's actually no right way or the wrong way. I mean, because you have so many options most of the time, unless the rack is not clustered, But when you have an open rack, so many options. You just have to make your way work, and if it works, then you are the guy people asking, tell me how you get your great patterns
And the
together,
answer is, don't ask. Right? I just go with comfortable.
There's no general rule. I mean, a couple general rules, but every rule has its special exception, because every situation is so individual in straight pool. And so it takes a long time to find these easy patterns the old guys know already because of the experience.
Right.
So that's their advantage, because they can keep this game look like real simple.
So taking this, for example, which is the key ball he's going to use, and then which is going to be his break ball? preferable
He goes for
the
the
8, right?
no. He goes. I mean, he plays now the 8 to go for the 4 ball because with the 8 he got the angle perfectly to go towards the rail and get a nice angle on the 4 ball.
There we go.
Okay.
Okay, Corey Deuel chipping away here.
I like the angle also because with this kind of angle, a lot of people are afraid of this more thin cuts in break shots. But you know, the advantage is that you don't need so much power to open the whole rack.
Right, because of the velocity of the speed of the cue ball and the less of a cut
Sure.
on the break ball. And we've seen a couple of breaks like that, particularly Can Wang, Wang Can. Everybody calls him Wang Can or Can Wang. We've seen one of the breaks. Yeah, Wang Can Kang. That's right.
Okay. You can play this ball. Normally, most of break shots you can play low, but this is one of the break shots with this kind of angle you can also play high.
Because of the natural angle that it
Yeah, I feel pretty comfortable with this.
And for everybody out there, the scoreboard is up in the upper left-hand corner of your viewing monitor. And it looks like it is now 80 to 52 in favor of Corey Deuel.
Nice, and he played it also high. So, you see, not much power was necessary to open that rack. It looks very comfortable here. A lot of choices like 4 ball, 8 ball, 6 ball, and the 1 ball in the side. So you can imagine, you can start with either one of those balls I mentioned and you can put up a nice pattern. So you can't say this is wrong or right. But the most important thing is you have to make a decision, a clear decision for yourself. Because if you don't make a clear decision, then you always have your doubts in mind when you go for a ball. Oh, maybe I should still go for the other. Then you lost that feeling of confidence then.
Following your path that you created.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's always that option I noticed when, like, where you were talking about just now, if you're like undecided or maybe you get out of line, sometimes it's good to have like a ball that might be hanging up in one of the pockets and just leave it there just in case it doesn't work out the way.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, he has a little small cluster here with a 15 2 ball and 9 ball. So he has to take care of that somehow. He can try it right now, but I wouldn't try that. Yeah. Ooh, he's in trouble now.
Well, he's got the 11 ball. He's got the 11 or 15 up there. He's got that long shot. I don't see anything else.
You need special glasses just to see it.
Yeah, the one in the
You don't like to shoot a shot like that, especially when you have a nice open rack like that.
Well, he got
you feel
trouble.
very uncomfortable to go for a shot like that. In 9 ball, you might think, oh, perfect position.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. But I don't think he has any options. Do you see any other? He's looking at the combination. 15-9.
No, it's not impossible, but for Corey, yeah, he should go for this long, long shot, even though he don't like it. Oh, he's going for a bang combination.
Bang?
A bang combination in straight pool. You don't see that very often in straight pool, to go for a bang combination. And then you can see also how uncomfortable he's feeling for this long shot over there, right?
Yes. Yes.
Because it's really uncomfortable in straight pool.
It's a hard shot.
Yeah.
I think in any game.
I know.
You know?
Of course, but in 9 ball it's more common. You have to deal a lot of times with shots like that. Does he change his mind?
He's trying to feel, he's weighing out his decision.
Corey, there's only A or B. Just make your decision.
He's such a good bank shot maker too, you know.
Mm.
I mean, if the bank is on, he's probably going to weigh towards playing the bank.
Mm-hmm.
Risky. Very risky.
Absolutely. Even though they are lined up perfect, you know, you get some automatic spin on the object balls. The spin transfers to the next ball. You don't know how much the reaction will be on the rail from this
Yeah.
little spin. Ooh.
Yeah, that's why it's so risky and scary. He's going for the bank shot.
Let's go. Let's see. Here it comes. Here it comes.
Ball speed. He needs the ball speed. Wow.
1, 2, 3, 4 rails and stays in the pocket.
Hurry up and stand up.
Ooh. Look at it. Look at this. So, where do we have to score? It must be like, oh, there. Okay, 80 to 52. If you play Stefan Cohen and even you are 80 to 52 up.
Stefan won it in 2009.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
If you are leading 80 to 52 against Stefan Cohen and Stefan is on the table, you might be not a favorite in this match. Oh, he's taking his time out.
Taking his break.
Mm.
Players have a 5-minute break. Is that right, Ralph? Is that the rule? I wasn't here for the players' meeting.
That's right. I have a 5-minute rule. But if somebody is already in the restroom and locked the door, then it might extend to 5 minutes.
And we're going to take a second as the players take a break. Show some of the spots up on the screen, folks.
Oh, a commercial break.
Even if you just ship them an email saying thank you for letting us view this on a free stream, they really appreciate it.
Championship class? It's very good.
Promotions.
It should become more popular also in Europe. It's you don't see it very often over there, but it should. It's a high quality class.
And now we're going to throw up a commercial for one of the co-producers of the show. NYC Grind, Jerry Tarantola and crew, Allison Fisher and everybody else. And that's nycgrind.com. We can't forget Aramith. And of course, All House, the best
All
in
House.
billiards.
All right.
So if you can shoot them an email and let them know that you really appreciate the stream and just saying thank you, that's all they want to hear. Thanks, guys. So,
Okay,
Ralph,
here.
I got a story that I just heard.
That's
And
right.
I told Oliver, I went outside, I said, Oliver, are you crazy? He said, why? He was playing in the AccuStats Make It Happen.
Uh-huh.
Now, that was only a couple of days ago.
Yes.
Flew over, I think he went to Germany. He flew or Europe.
I don't know if he goes direct to Germany or directly to Sarajevo, because he promised to play the Euro Tour in Sarajevo.
Yes, went there, played there, flew back and just showed up at Steinway Billiards.
Yeah, I already told him he should fire his secretary, who is responsible for his schedule.
That's a lot of traveling, man. Just literally walked in the door about an hour ago.
And
you talk about a dedicated tournament player.
yeah,
Wow.
but usually he don't play so many tournaments like Thorsten does. He still has his business going on, you know, ortmanbilliards.com.
Yeah.
And so I wonder why he was doing that. But he said he promised it, so, and he keeps his promises.
Yeah, well, he's a man behind his word. Gotta admit that. Meanwhile, Stephen Cohen's up at the table shooting
Oh, that's, yeah.
and continuing his run.
I was ready to start a discussion which ball he going to shoot first, but he already is three balls further. Okay, so we got a break shot over there, break ball. The 13 probably will survive this table. And so he has to take care of those 3 balls at the upper end of the table and the other 3 balls. I like to divide those balls on the table if they are totally open into groups, you know, like for example, here we have in the lower end we have 4 balls, including the break ball,
Yeah.
right? And we have 3 balls on the other side of the table. And this gives me always an overview. Normally I play one group of ball and then I go to outside this group to another group of balls. So this gives me always an overview of the whole table. If you try to manage your pattern through all 14 balls on the table, and you make a mistake, then you have always to get a new pattern, a new plan, you know. But if you make a little mistake inside a group,
You have
normally,
the other side of the table.
yeah, you can still go for another group, and then the plan doesn't change much. And inside a group, it's almost not important which ball you shoot first. For example, now when he goes there, down to the other two balls, remaining two balls,
Yeah.
it's not a big deal to get a position a little bit more down and to shoot the other one first and then this. Or he's going now for this and then that, and there's no big difference. So inside a group, the pattern is flexible.
I'm glad you think it's that easy, sir. You know, there's not many people alive that for their entire life wanted to run 100 balls and never did. Well, I'm glad it's easy for you.
Alright, so he got a pretty nice break shot here.
And like you said, Stephen Cohen keeping his table to himself, trying to keep Corey in that seat.
Yeah, he must have now like 60 something, maybe 62 or so. And so there's only two and a half more racks for him.
That's all.
That's all. I mean, he's doing that every day. Probably it's his average
I think
when he
everybody
goes
is
to the
going
table. Okay, let's see that. It's not that easy of a break shot. So, oh, look at Oliver here.
Yeah.
Just came in. Here he comes. Whew. So this is Oliver. You see his arm?
Flying in at 30,000 feet.
You want to catch also a little bit of our live stream attention, you know.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay, Stefan, very good straight pool player, has a very nice plan always, of course. I mean, he's a former... Oh God, I get a heart attack when I see that.
Now, is that something that's just you take for granted? Hey, this ball's in the pocket. I get up there, one stroke, bing. You took it for granted.
It can happen like that, but it can also happen that you feel really kind of scared, or
But it wasn't.
you can't see. I mean, probably it was, yeah.
Just taking it for granted. Take your eye off thinking about the position and
Yeah.
the ball's in the hole. And meanwhile, it's
Very unusual to see that from Stefan.
from anybody, but it does happen quite often. I mean, not as, don't get me wrong, that often, but when usually when they miss a shot, that's not as hard as that shot. I mean, that's the difficulty of that shot. It's usually because they took it for granted. Oh.
It just shows that even though they let the game look so easy, that it's still very difficult. I mean, you just have to lose your focus, just a part of a second, and you miss the whole ball.
Now Corey at 82, he's the favorite to get out here and win this match.
Absolutely. Next, these take care of those balls, and then in the next rack, it's just a couple. That's it. Well, he was on 84, so that's only two more balls after, or three more balls.
Needs 16. Yeah.
Okay, so it's wide open table, and there you see, especially for players who are not so used in straight pool, so many choices. Drives them sometimes crazy.
Yeah, I have that problem when I walk into like a fruit stand. Bananas look good, the grapes look good, everything. Well, I wound up taking a whole bunch of them home.
And so they overthink this way, 3 ball, 6 ball, or maybe 9 ball, 1 ball, or should it be 9 ball, 11 ball, 1 ball, or...
Looks like it's going to go 9-1 and take the 1 and the 11 out of the bottom half of the table.
Then he's thinking of the...
Oh,
you
he's
see
going to
that?
clear the pocket space. He's going to clear...
You want to go for the 7 maybe in the side.
Well,
No, he's going for the 2 ball.
Yeah, he wants to clear the pocket and make way for the 7 to go there.
Is that right? That's not necessary, because he could...
Well, he didn't close too much. They still have a
And
pot.
here's Oliver again. I like that. When I play, when I have a game, when I have a match on the neighbor table to the camera table, I will also come walk inside the camera and say hello, wave a
Show
little
your
bit.
coupon.
Yes. So there's no break ball, not a first class break ball I see here. So he has to manage to try to make one, or he has to go for something exotic like
How about using the one behind the pack as a break ball?
the one ball would be a choice. Yeah, probably the best choice right now.
Now, I mean, unless he manufactures something else. Or the 10. I mean, it's 10's up.
The 10
high.
could be a nice for a side pocket break.
Oh, is that right? Okay. Okay. I'm learning with the best teacher, by the way, folks.
Thank you, thank you. The best teacher anyway is not existing, because even if there is the best teacher in the world, if there's a teacher ranking, you know, it doesn't depend how good the teacher is. You have to find the right student for the right teacher, right? Even the best teacher, if it doesn't work for maybe this kind of guy, you know.
Yeah, right. See, he's right again. So I mean, he's got to be the best teacher. All right, Corey. Now, if he wants, he can nudge the 7 and the 15 outside the rack to create even a break shot from there. Possibly create another one.
I guess he's just happy to take them apart a little bit and get a shot after it. That's okay. Now he's fine. Now he's going for the 1 as a break, like you mentioned. Still has even the 11 ball as an emergency break if you don't get the right angle, but it's like 12, 6 ball, 7, 11, 1. Ooh, not a good position for the 6.
He wanted the 6 ball, but he's got the 7 as an insurance ball to go back up top.
He shoots now 7 for the 6 or for the 11? For the 6. Pretty good speed. I like that. If you shoot this too hard, you know, a lot of times
3 to 4 rails coming back for the 11 and winding up with a good angle.
2 rails, maybe 3 or 4, yeah. 1, 2, and here it comes. More speed, more speed, more speed. Ooh, probably he goes now for the 1 and take the 11 as a break.
He's got more of an angle than he wanted.
Yeah, so he's going for the 1 and take the 11 as a break. You know, if you leave the 11 with a nice thin cut, then it's can be also a pretty comfortable shot.
That'll work.
Okay. Disadvantage, of course, is this kind of shots. You have the risk to stuck in with the cue ball to stuck inside the rack. What's
to get stuck behind the pack.
What's the standings in this group here?
I don't know the standings. This is the scheduling. Just looking for the matches. Now this is Tuesday.
They say I'm gonna have a match tonight at 6 o'clock.
Okay, Corey and Cohen are playing now. So the next live stream is going to be Mika and Gary O'Callahan.
Gary
Will be the next
O'Callahan.
match coming up after this one, folks. And that match is set up to go off at 2:30, so we are running behind schedule due to all the backstage in this match. So that match with Mika is going to come up right after this match.
Okay, he got 96, so he needs 3 more balls after the break. And either way, you have to shoot this very hard, which makes the pocket very small, or you have to decide to give, for example, high left side here and try to go with an angle inside the rack, so to hit the 6 ball, for example,
The
or
corner.
the 3 or the 6 ball. Because when you go with an angle into the rack, then your chances that the cue ball comes out are much better than
Right.
going straight
And getting
into
stuck
the
behind
rack.
the rack, yeah.
And he's stuck, not enough spin, you know.
And because he's up 96 to 84, it's not a comfortable position to let Steven back. He's just got to. Does he have room to maybe hit the, what is that, the 5 on the corner of the rack?
The 3.
Bring the cue ball down to the lower rail, right where the old Hausen emblem is.
Oh, yeah. I mean, looks like he can play a stop shot on the 3 ball and leave the cue ball frozen to the 7.
Oh, he has the clearance.
I think so. I mean, I can't judge it from here.
Yeah,
He can judge it. He can also ask Stefan, hey Stefan, I need only 3 more balls. Wouldn't you like to give up?
Yeah.
And Stefan may think about it shortly,
For
but would
about
say
1/10
no.
of a second. That's what it.
Yeah, yeah. You can play a stop shot like that as well.
So I guess he can't see the 6 ball, or can he?
No.
He's going to play the back of the pack and just try to hit the cue ball. I believe, anyway, right by the old Hausen emblem, the lower part of your viewing monitor. But I don't know. I can't tell from here if he has enough room. He either hit the 6 or he.
So obviously the 3 ball he cannot. He doesn't have a clear hit on the 3 ball to make a safety. So he probably stuck behind the 7. I guess it's the 7 or the 5, and so otherwise he would have gone for it already. Now he goes 2 rails maybe and keep the cue ball behind the shadow of the rack. Ooh!
Oh, wow. Fortunate for him he didn't scratch, but unfortunate for
I don't know if the 6 ball can pass the 2 ball for the side pocket.
or the corner. It might go up in the corner.
If 6 ball in the corner, I would prefer the 8 in the corner instead.
Okay.
So the 6 ball I would go for if it goes on the side. But the 6 ball in the corner would be very offensive because then the cue ball goes right into the rack and then you have to give it real good speed. I mean,
He's looking at your shot.
It's probably close. Alternative is only the 8.
Yeah. Now coming back to the table, I know he's a good player and a good shooter, but you just missed an easy shot on your last inning. Now you have a touch shot to get into the side pocket. Your mind, as you're getting down here, it's like, but this is my last chance. Corey has 97 and needs 3.
Yeah.
You know, so all the pressure.
Yeah, if you think like that, you make yourself very uncomfortable.
If you think like that. Well, that's the way I think. And that comes when you don't think about it, just to let that pass. With seasoning, the more you play, and learning your psychology, how to not do it. But if you don't think about it, you're not human, Ralph.
You have to go to the table. Oh, nice. I love that. Look at this nice close 6 ball I have to play there.
There you go. Nice shot, Mr. Steve. You're right. You have to address the ball.
Yes. What a nice opportunity I got here. So now he got some choices here. Obviously the 15, but I don't know if he got the combination available here. And obviously not. He goes for the 8 ball first, maybe to try to catch the perfect angle on the 9 ball, or the combination still works, and he likes to get a better angle on the combination. If it's straight up, it's not a difficult one. Yeah, he's going for it.
All right, I not only went for it, look, he
Very
opens up
nice.
the whole factory now.
Very nice. And he has a break shot. 12 ball is a nice break shot for the next rack.
I guess he plans on using the 2 as a break shot.
No.
No?
I guess it wasn't possible for him to make that ball without hitting the 2. So he wanted to avoid to hit the 2 ball anyway. Or he's going for the 2. I mean, now he has a position on the 11. He's going to destroy my break shot. Yeah. I have to talk to him after that match.
Well,
If I
he
make a
has- he
prediction on the commentary, he has to
he
keep
has,
my
he
prediction.
has an earpiece in his ear,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
he's listening to me, not to you. He said
Okay,
that other guy knows better. This is becoming very dangerous territory right now for Mr. Corey D.Barouty.
I guess he's fine. When he plays the 5, low right, goes with or without the long rail, just to get a position on the 1 or 7. Which one doesn't matter really. Oliver was in
He
the
looks like he's
screen.
going to go forward with this. He's gonna
Then
try
he's
to come
going
top of the
to,
9.
when he, if he don't like the angle, then he might like to go into the 7 ball, carom into the 7. He tried it.
He did try.
Because if he caroms the 7 full, then he got a position on the 9 and the 1 perfectly.
Yeah.
Now
Now you got to go
it's
2
a
rails back. to the
little
other side of the table.
uncomfortable. Yeah.
Make the 9 ball in the bottom left-hand corner go back and forth across the table twice. Because I don't think he has enough room to kill the cue ball there. He's going to have to go back and forth twice to wind up with a shot on the 7-1 into the bottom right-hand corner. That's what I think the shot is here.
Or
Not
to
many
play,
options, right?
yeah, double speed or super soft.
Do you think he could kill the cue ball right there?
Double
There it
speed.
is. Yeah.
Was a great shot.
Back in line.
All right, so he will be. Let's see. How many balls did Corey left him? Perfect. The perfect angle for this kind of shot. He gained a little weight though.
Oh, yeah.
Lately. Waiting for rest.
He's close.
French food is
I
very
thought
good.
you meant
French
gaining
food is
weight
very
as
good.
far as pocketing bowls.
No.
Oh, I didn't know you were talking about Stephen personally. Yeah. Well, it's the New York food. You
Oh,
know,
the New
the
York
food here
food.
in Steinway Billiards is top
Oh
notch.
yeah, absolutely.
Inside Pool would like to say thank you to everybody that's viewing the stream, and thank you for all the moderators in the chat. And, we're hoping that you are enjoying this great tournament. Coming to you live from Steinway Billiards, Queens, New York. Sitting along myself, Upstate Al, is Mr. Ralph Eckert himself, the professor. Ralph, what is your pool name?
Oh, Professor is a new nickname.
What is your nickname that you prefer that people call you?
You know, a lot of nicknames happen, but I never felt comfortable with any of them. The artistic guys, when I played the artistic events, they called me the gladiator.
The gladiator.
The
That's cool. I
gladiator.
like that. Do you like that? I like that.
I don't know if it fits really, but and in Germany sometimes they called me the Pink Panther for some
Pink
reason.
Panther. That's
Pink
cool.
Panther. And lately, last year, it came up a very nice one. I like the James Bond of pool. How about that?
Or Ralph 007 Eckert. Yeah, or
Exactly.
James Bond of Pool. All right, guys, get on your social media and let everybody know that Mr. James Bond himself is in the commentator's booth. Spread the word. This tournament is live and free.
Okay, so he's on a 77, so when he makes that rack, he got 91, 9 more balls on the next, but he has a perfect angle now to break with the 15,
With
I
the
would say
15,
so.
yeah,
And
yeah.
if he don't like the angle, he can play the 9 and 4, 9 upwards, 4,
I like
and
the
get another
15
perfect
because he
one.
has the 1 there, you know.
Yeah, sure, but still. Okay.
And good thing the 1 was there.
Mhm.
It's a smart shot by Stephen right there.
Always good if you make a break shot like that into a rack, and then you have a ball sitting in front of the pocket.
As an insurance, yeah.
It's hard to make the right prediction if you open the rack to make a prediction what kind of ball you will see after your break.
Right.
Sometimes you have to excuse me for my English because
No, understand you perfectly, and I'm sure everybody else does out on the stream. We understand you perfectly. And it's always a pleasure to have you on board, sitting and commentating, because the insight that you have into the game, not only explaining the shot and why he's going to play that shot, I find it very interesting, and I'm sure many others, 99.9% of the people out there do find it.
Okay.
Very interesting.
And for this one, that's interesting solution would have been to play the 3 as a stop shot, and then you have to cut the 11, then you could open it. Now you have to be very careful now. Okay, so 11 probably for the 12 ball, what it is. And now he opens them a little bit more over there. And it's not just shooting into it and try to open it somehow. I mean, when you are this kind of player, then you pick the perfect speed and you see exactly where you hit the pack, and you try to make, of course, the perfect prediction for the next shot.
Sure.
In the beginning, you try to open them just shoot hard, right, and open them. And but later on, you try to make it more perfect, more accurate. Hit a certain spot on the rack or on the. It doesn't matter if it's the full rack or if it's only 3 or 4 balls you'd like to take apart. It makes a big difference if you hit this maybe a 3 or 4 ball cluster on this side or this side of the ball.
Right. The after effect. Yes. I noticed a lot of players, I don't know exactly how many balls Stephen needs from here, but I noticed, getting back to breaking the rack, the pack apart, I noticed a lot of players, since I've been watching these pros, they like, if the cue ball, let's say, was up the table and your break ball was in the normal break position, they like to draw into the pack, have the cue ball go up table and come back to the center of the table.
Thorsten is doing that.
Yes, that's the person I'm talking about.
I mean, Thorsten is a two times world champion now, so might be not a bad idea to imitate him, right?
and not only him, I've seen a few other players making that break.
You know, I know the classic way. It's not the classic way to do it. More the old school way would be to break more softly, pick some balls out, and so on.
That's how I remember. Right.
But this comes also from a time back in the 50s when they didn't have these kind of balls, right?
Different reaction.
And nowadays, it might be the better advice for nowadays for modern times. I mean, at least Thorsten has success with it. And let's watch this break shot first here. I mean, when you had those clay balls back then, and then you make a big 9-ball break or 10-ball break like nowadays on those clay balls, probably the room owner would throw you out because you destroy his balls, right?
Yeah.
So maybe this was also a reason why they played a little bit more softer also in straight pool.
Yeah. Makes sense too.
Yeah. And nowadays, I mean, they have a
Must
hard
took-
time to destroy the balls.
It must have took a long time to make those clay balls too.
Yeah.
So you didn't want to chip them.
Nowadays, the balls are indestructible from Aramid, right?
That's right.
Ninety-one. 9 more balls means so he can leave 6 balls on the table. So that means for 5 more balls.
He's got them. There. You got the 15, the 9, the 10. Right? You got 9.
Yeah.
Whatever that is up top.
The balls you
Second
need
12.
are open.
Yeah.
Yeah, this way. Okay.
Stay out of trouble.
The natural probably he would have hit that 9 ball, which he wouldn't have liked. So he goes probably for the 9 ball, 12 ball, and yeah. No, he's for 11.
And get back up on top of the 12 in the side, and then shoot the 15, and then he has the 14 down below.
Yep. Oh, with this angle, it will become a pretty long 15 ball, unless maybe he's going. Oh, not that long. So that's the last ball.
Would you like to be shooting this?
Sure.
And I think that's it. There you go. S.Cohen just defeats D.Barouty+C.Deuel there. We hope you enjoyed that, and we definitely enjoyed having Mr. Ralph Eckert on board commentating that. And anytime, Ralph, that you have time between resting and playing, please stop by the booth. It was a pleasure to have you here.
Okay, thank you. I
Thank
might
you,
do
sir.
that. And I guess they have my match coming up at 6 o'clock also on the live
Yep.
stream table.
Do they? Let's see if we got.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, they do. 6 o'clock. Ralph is playing somebody that's not too famous, Shane Van Boning. That's the 6 o'clock schedule. So, folks, make sure you stay tuned. Right away, we're going to have Mika playing Gary O'Callahan right away.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
S.Cohen and W.Can, so you don't lose yourself in the rounds.